MSG is the network for New York Rangers hockey, and we're live at the world's most famous arena for the New York Rangers and the Washington Capitals. Just 11 games to go. Good evening, everybody. I'm Al Trautwig. Well, the mission, even though the Rangers aren't thinking playoffs, is to put a good taste in everybody's mouth before the season is over. So far, the Rangers haven't found a way to do just that, but they'll try again tonight. Let's go upstairs to Sam Rosen and John Davidson. Hi, guys.
Hi, Al. Hey, how'd you do on St. Patrick's Day?
Work until 10 o'clock at night.
Fun?
Not a lot of fun at all, and I'm sorry I missed that. I hope everybody else had a good time.
Yeah, let's have some fun tonight. The Rangers are looking at youngsters, and that's what Al was alluding to. Manny Malhotra is getting a shot now, and he's getting a shot as a left wing, not a center.
Well, you see what happened in Philadelphia Saturday afternoon where the Rangers lost 2-1. Even though they played extremely well in the game. This was a line put together as the Rangers played three centermen in the game, Messier, York, and Nedved at center ice. So Manny, the fourth center, moved up on the left side. You can see how much ice time they had. There's a lot of speed there, Sam. There's a lot of size, and Mark doesn't have to do all the work. So it's nice to see that a line with a lot of speed able to click, and hopefully for Manny, this is something that he can work at and perhaps, something to shoot for him during the offseason and into next year.
Manny's working hard at it. Our Tom Meberg spoke with Manny Malhotra after this morning's skate, asked him if he felt comfortable as a left wing.
Absolutely. This was Ron's original plan at the beginning of the year to make me a left winger, so I'm now having the opportunity to prove that I can play that position. Like you said, it's an opportunity to show that I can play there, and I feel very comfortable there.
See, the thing about playing left wing, Sam, instead of center, you don't have the responsibility in your own end of the ice. And for a young player, that's hard. But he has more responsibility in the other team's zone with the forechecking and the skating and the hitting.
Okay, let's take a look at the future of the Rangers on defense. How about three youngsters? Mike Motto will play tonight. Tomas Klocek's been playing, and Peter Smrek is fitting in very nicely.
If you look at the Rangers lineup, of all the players that are available to them right now, they have 12 players 25 years of age or younger, and that includes Brad Brown, who's out with a fractured foot. But they do have youth, and you'll see some of them playing him in this game. Klocek, to me, in particular, has played well. I think for a young player, the toughest position is to be able to play defense. So to watch Smrek and to watch Klocek and to watch Motto tonight should be fun, and we'll see how they go up against a team that's got a lot of speed, especially with Peter Bondra on the ice.
Looking for a dark horse for the Stanley Cup, or at least for an Eastern Conference champion? How about the Washington Capitals?
They've had a tough week. They've lost three straight. However, when you see them, they're seeded into the third spot. You think they're going to stay there. The reason is they're going to win their division, so that's where they'll be come playoff time. They have lost three in a row. They have given up some power play goals against, but since the trade deadline with Trevor Linden and Zubris, they've gotten bigger, and they have good goaltending, and they've got one great goal scorer.
Banzai. He is tied for second in the league with 43 goals, and he always kills the Rangers.
The last time the Rangers met Washington, he had 3 in the game. That was a power play goal off a pass out of the corner. Here's a play where he goes to the net, a backhand, one-handed shot, got his own rebound, able to score. That was 2 for him in the game. And then there's a third one, and watch him as he takes the puck. He's got that great shot, and that meant a lot of hats were thrown on the ice after that shot. Sam, the Washington Capitals have scored 2 goals in their last 3 games. He has both of them. He's the guy to watch, but he's a great goal scorer. He's got a lot of speed, and he's a great power play guy, too.
Well, he almost left the Capitals. He wanted out. They found a way to get it settled. He signed a contract extension, and he is happy being a Washington Capital. That's what he told us this morning.
Well, I kept everything as a motivation. You want to prove not just to yourself, to everybody else, you're capable to play a level you used to play before. And I really took that way, and I believe the season starts, my performance went better and better, and I'm really happy to be a Capital, extend my contract with Washington Capitals, and I grew up in Washington, so I didn't see anywhere else to be.
Washington's last game, they lost to Buffalo 3-2. Bondra had 14 shots in the game. 14
8
in one game.
Period. He likes to shoot, and he likes to score against the Rangers. We'll be set to go with the opening face-off, Rangers and Capitals, in just a moment. Fourth meeting of the season between the Rangers and the Caps. Rangers won the first 2. Caps won the last one. Only the goalie has 34 wins. Only Patrick Waugh and Martin Brodeur have won more. They have 36. Kirk McLean gets the start with D.A. Bear out with a groin injury, but his last 8 against the Caps, he has not beaten them. You don't like to see that number.
No, you certainly don't.
That's Don Van Massenhoven. He's joined by Brian Murphy as the referee. Jean Morin, Pierre Champoux are the linesmen. Closed captioning is provided by the New York Marriott Marquis, Broadway's biggest hit.
And as Don gets ready to drop the puck, the one thing about Washington, Sam, they like to throw the puck in a lot, right? They throw it in and forecheck and grind and cycle. That's where McLean could come in handy with that good puck handling skill that he has as a goaltender.
Rangers open with Mike York. On the right is Sandy McCarthy. On the left, Adam Graves. On defense, Brian Leach and Rich Pilon. Number 10 is Ulf Dahlin for Washington, a one-time Rangers first rounder.
He did not play the last time
That's
the Rangers
correct.
played Washington. He was out with a neck injury.
Jeff Halper, number 11. Steve Konowalchuk, number 22. Number 19 on defense is Brendan Whitten. Number 6 is Kalle Johansson, playing in his 1,000th NHL game. Congratulations to him. Dahlin, who works the board so well. Trying to work his way out in front, gets taken down by Leach, nothing called. McCarthy the other way, drops it in the cap zone, and he got dropped in a penalty call.
An interference call, and McCarthy skates across to have a word with Witt. But I'm not sure. Was it Witt going to get the penalty? I thought his play was okay. No, I'm
No,
wrong.
I think it's Witt,
Yeah,
John.
you're right. You're absolutely right. I knew it was a cap, but I thought maybe it was away from where the puck was. Witt gets called with the first hit of the game, and it's an interference call. Yeah, you're right, Sam. He knocked the feet out of McCarthy. The puck was about 15 feet away. One thing to watch for in this game, we'll take another look first at this one. Watch the hit, and you can see it was away from the puck, so that's why the call.
There's Kalle Johansson, 882 games with Washington, 118 with Buffalo. That adds up to 1,000 games in the National Hockey League. He has had himself an outstanding NHL career.
Third Swede to hit that number. The other is Borje Salming with 1148, and Ulf Samuelsson, 1,080, the other two. So how about that?
Brendan Whitt for interference at 44 seconds. Rangers on the power play have scored power play goals in 7 of their last 9 games. 9 power play goals in their last 45. And Mike Motto joins Brian Leach at the points. With Mark Messier, Radek Dvorak, and Manny Malhotra up front. Back the other way is Trent Whitfield, and the shot was stopped by Kirk McLean. Motto. Rangers dressing 7 defensemen for tonight's game. Leach carries in the feed to Dvorak. Dvorak's had 10 goals in the last 15 games. Malhotra had it knocked away.
Great setup by Messier, but Malhotra couldn't handle the pass.
Bondra shorthanded, saved by McLean. Bondra has 4 shorthanded goals.
So the coaching staff for the Rangers keep the Messier line together to work this power play. Now they change.
Dumped in. Bondra drives it off the boards and right back out of the zone. Kim Janssen has come on. Rangers changing as Ron Lowe will go with 2 separate units. 1 minute each. That's his game plan for the power play. Hlavich puts it in front. Grosek got clipped in the face. He answers back at Trevor Linden. Linden, number 16, on with Adam Oates, number 77. Long shot by Sprek was blocked. Sprek and Janssen with Nedved, Hlavich, and Grosek for the second part of the power play. 30 seconds to go on the man advantage. Here's Nedved. Fires it around the boards. Konowalchuk, number 22, tied up with Grosek. Joe Ricci, number 29, ties up Grosek.
Rangers have a man advantage, but it's 2-on-2 in the corner. You've got to outnumber the penalty killers because you have the man advantage.
Grosek. Ricci trying to knock it away. Nedved behind the net. Ricci on him. Good play by Joe Ricci. Can't clear, but then gets help from Konowalchuk all the way down. It goes. Power play is over. 2:50 gone by in the first period. No score in the game. Tim Janssen moves out from behind the net. John mentioned the Caps have lost 3 in a row. They have hit a rut. They have scored only 2 goals in those 3 games. They got shut out by Anaheim and Carolina and then lost 3-2 to Buffalo.
Yeah, but they had 44 shots in the Buffalo game. 22 or 23 scoring chances. Bondra had 14 shots, and it wasn't Hasek.
Martin Biron.
Biron played goal, and he plays well against Washington every time.
Dmitry Kristich tried to push it ahead, but was stopped by Lefebvre.
So Schmoozer, that begs the question.
Yes.
If Buffalo plays Washington in the playoffs,
Who gets the started goal?
Bondra has good luck against Hasek, but it's Biron who stands Washington on their ears.
God, man, you are getting way ahead of yourself. You're ready for this. Lining up playoff matchups.
Hasek will be playing goal.
Thank you. $9 million bench warmer in the playoffs.
What's money got to do with it?
Two-line pass is
I
whistled
was
down.
watching one of the great games I've seen all season, Saturday night, Edmonton and New Jersey.
Yeah.
And both teams were assessed too many men on the ice penalty, and they were close plays. In other words, the players were close to the bench at the time. At the GM's meetings not long ago, the general managers told the league they want it called closer. In other words, when a man changes from the bench and another player's coming off, you can't cheat anymore. So something to watch for in the game. If it does happen here, you'll know why. The league is stepping up its calls right now on too many men on the ice.
Is it 10 feet, John?
It's supposed to be in that neighborhood, Sam, yeah. But you start cheating. A guy's coming off the ice towards one end of the bench, and the other guy's jumping off on the other end of the bench, and he's 15 feet back into the play. So on a change, you're gaining 40, 50 feet, which is against the rules. And it's being called all over the league right now. Something to watch for here tonight.
Trevor Linden. And Dinah Zubris, number 9, with a hard hit, knocked down Pilon.
Zubris is strong.
Big man. Started with Philadelphia, went to Montreal. In comes Dvorak with a shot saved by Kolzig. Zubris, number 9. Trevor Linden is the right wing, and Adam Oates is the center. Feed for Oates broken up by Pilon. Whistle and a penalty call. There's a holding call on the Rangers. Manny Malhotra goes off. Power play to Washington.
Take a look at the Zubris at 6'4", 221, and he even looks bigger than that. He just rode Pilon with leg drive right into the boards and glass. Look at the leg drive of Zubris when he gets in here. Just look at his legs. And he pushed. That's a pretty good job of taking a man out of the play. Pilon even braced himself. He knew it was coming. That's why the Caps got Zubris and Linden in trade, Sam, to set up plays like that. Big plays where you need size in the playoffs. And there's Malhotra grabbing a hold of the stick. That's been called very closely, too, in recent games. That was on Zubris, and you can see why the call.
Obstruction holding at 4:29. Caps first power play. They've dropped to 4th in the league on the power play, going 1 for the last 20 after being up top. Bondra, nice speed to the net. Konowalchuk, save made. Centered it and hit the side of the net. Dahlin, Halpern, Konowalchuk, Bondra, and Gonchar for the power play.
Perfectly executed 3-on-2 to a 2-on-1. They just isolated one defenseman, the Caps did. One pass and the man was in. That was a beautiful setup, and McLean comes up big.
York, Graves, Klocek, and Janssen, the penalty killers. 5 minutes into the game, no score. Each team now with a power play opportunity. Gonchar moves out.
Caps, when they set up that power play, their passing is so exceptional. And they set up Bondra for the one-time shot. If they set up.
Messier and Dvorak have come on. Oates, who was on the last shift, still has not hit the ice for the power play. He is tied for the league lead in power play assists and leads the league overall in assists. Shot by Gonchar, save McLean. Rebound, Dahlin missed the net. Ulf Dahlin had a chance on the rebound. Messier the other way. Crisscrosses with Dvorak with speed. Save. Kolzig. Rebound. He scores. Mark Messier with a short-handed goal. His 650th goal of his NHL career. And now he is 3rd all-time in NHL history in scoring with 1,772 points.
He passes Marcel Dion, as you see there. Only the great Gordie Howe and the great Wayne Gretzky ahead of him. What a beautiful play this was. Short-handed, Dvorak and Messier. The original shot, there's the rebound, and Messier finished it. The Rangers get their 11th short-handed goal of the season. Speed, baby. Messier and Dvorak, juicy rebound. Messier chipped it in behind Kolzig. As the puck landed on the ice, Messier's stick was right there. 1-0 Rangers shorthanded.
Mark Messier with his 23rd of the season. He'd gone 7 games without a goal. The cheers are for Mark Messier on the shorthanded goal. Cote behind the net. 22 seconds to go on the power play for Washington. Messier from Dvorak at 5:45. Oates for Kristen. Back pass to Cote with a drive, a save by McLean. Caps have been accurate with long shots. And what is it? Kalle Johansson with a power play goal, driving one from the right point, and he celebrates his 1,000th NHL game with a goal to tie it at 1.
What a shot this was. Kirk McLean had made a couple of fine saves with his pads. You'll see one here. The rebound was kicked away. Kristich is there. Eventually it'll be moved across, as you see here, to Johansson. Oh, does he shoot it? I think that was deflected on the way, Sam, off a Ranger. Here's a look at the Canon Business Solutions goal cam. Let's look at the shot by Johansson and see if it hits somebody. Back to the point, and then across to Johansson. Shot off the pass. Maybe, maybe not. It's in, I know that. Power play goal. There was 5 seconds left on the penalty to Manny Malhotra, so we're tied at 1.
Each team with a goal on the Washington power play. Rangers shorthanded Messier, and Johansson to tie it with 6:45 gone by in the first period. Brendan Whitten for Washington. Mike Motto takes over. Motto paired with Leach here. Kalle Johansson gets credit for the goal, his 6th of the season.
I think it may have gone off a Ranger sticks in.
York races in. York checked by Cote, rather by Ken Klee, number 2. York pulled down by Klee. Graves battling along the boards, works it in for York. Klee checks him. Graves against Joe Sacco, number 14. Graves keeps it alive, tries to go back to Motto with it. Caps able to clear the zone. Johansson is 6th from Cote and Kristich at 6:24 to match the Messier goal, which came at 5:45.
Just watching Kirk McLean, the way he kicked out to the right, the puck went more to his left. I think it hit somebody on the way in.
Hlavich with a shot that was gloved by Kolzig. Hlavich has gone 12 games without a goal.
You'll see why the goal went in on Kirk McLean, the power play goal, as the shot was taken from the point. You'll see right in here, the stick of Nedved, the puck will go off just above his blade and change directions back the other way. That's why McLean was looking to his right with his right leg extended, and the puck deflected back the other way, changed direction by about 3 feet, and we're tied up at 1.
Nedved on the face-off. Klocek able to keep it in. Gonchar goes for the puck. Centered by Nedved to Hlavich. He scores! And Jan Hlavich gets off the schneid with his first goal in 13 games, and the Rangers take a 2-1 lead.
Now, nice to see the Rangers get a goal from the Nedved line off the forecheck here. Puck was kept in by Klocek at the left point. Gonchar and Riki, the 2 defensemen, are in behind the net. Now the puck gets centered. You can see they never recovered. Riki's the left defenseman, Sam, but he's now struggling to get back because Gonchar's back there too. So none of them got to Hlavich, who had a lot of time to make the play around Ole the goalie. See, look how open Hlavich is in front. Ole the goalie went down, so Hlavich had all that time to go around the goalie to score the goal to put the Rangers ahead 2-1. The defenseman got crossed.
Janssen is in deep and shoots. Saved by Kolzig. The rebound. Kolzig covers up. Rangers moving with some speed.
Yeah, a lot of speed. They now have outshot Washington, I believe, 8-5. And the 3 of the shots by Washington, I think, on the power play, right? Yeah, 3 shots of their 5 on their power play. Actually, I got that wrong. It's now 7-6 in favor of Washington.
They just updated the shots.
They just pushed it on me. Nedved sees the speed. That's Kim Janssen. He jumps in. Interesting. You've got Malhotra with a good speed. You've got Dvorak with good speed and Messier all in the same line. If you put Kim Janssen, because of that, the speed, you can see how he got in and had the shot on goal.
Face-off win by Messier. The shot by Spreck went wide, was deflected wide. Dvorak tied up, but able to get it to Malhotra. Now to Messier. Back for Malhotra. Save! And a penalty called. Penalty upcoming on the Caps.
Sam, if Malhotra didn't touch the puck in front, Spreck had moved in and was wide open for a tap-in goal. But of course, Manny didn't see that. He was hauled down and the Caps will take a penalty. The Rangers are moving the puck and showing speed.
Manny was give and go with Messier on the play.
Yeah, but if the puck goes by him, Schmreck had moved in from the left point, was wide open. Look at Manny here. He'll move the puck to Messier, drive to the net. Here's the give and go. And as Manny gets hauled down, that's the penalty. And Schmreck again. You'll see Schmreck. Trust me on this one, Schmoozer. There's a Schmreck back here. Watch the puck get moved around. Now Schmreck's got to read the play. Do I move in? Do I not? Do I move in? Do I not? Maybe I will. Maybe I won't. I'm going to now. Watch this. Now he moves in. Look at him go. He's wide open. See that? Oh, if the puck got by Manny, he was there. Oh, look at this. We even have him ISO'd. Pretty good stuff.
Our cameras are everywhere. Power play Rangers. Shot deflected just wide. That was Mike Motto. Motto and Leach with Messier, Malhotra, and Dvorak for the power play. Here's Dvorak. Toward the net, just wide with a shot that's out of the zone. Witt got his second minor for holding at 8:34. Rangers' second power play. Did not have a shot on goal on the first. The scoring on the Rangers' second goal, Halavich's 25th from Nedved and Grosek at 8 minutes.
That could have been a trip there to Whitfield.
Not called. Centered. Dvorak's backhander was blocked.
Rangers are working hard here. Good speed and getting the loose pucks quick.
Motto. Leach. Back to Motto. Tees it up. The drive. Stick save by Kolzig. Good shot by Mike Motto. Clear all the way down. 1 minute to go in the power play. Rangers change it up. Nedved, Halavich, and Grosek come out.
Your scouting report right on. They changed it exactly 1 minute of the power play.
You ever talk with them before the game or what?
I talked to the coach. The coach talked to the players, and they're listening.
You told me it was you that talked to the players.
See. Oh, they wouldn't listen to me.
And they listened?
Schmreck and Janssen are now at the points. Nedved carries in. Grosek in front, just went through. Nedved just missed the deflection.
Those give and goes the Rangers are executing here are very close to being real good plays.
Rangers with a 2-1 lead. 9:45 to go in the first. 20 seconds to go. Rangers power play. Halavich got a haul down. Halavich to Grosek. Open man score! Tim Janssen. It's a power play goal. And it's 3-1 Rangers.
Sam, earlier we talked about outnumbering the opposition on the power play. And the Rangers did that along the near boards. There's two Caps there, two of them. See that? There's two Rangers. So you got to have some help. Grosek's got to come over there and help. Look at him. So he gets over there. Now the Rangers have three guys there. There's two Caps. And because of that, Grosek kept the puck in. Now the play's alive, and there's Kim Janssen on the left side. Wham. You've got to outnumber the penalty killers. That's why you have a power play. And when Grosek read the play here, Halprin's there, Klee's there, Grosek's there. Now Grosek keeps the puck in right there. See that? Now they can keep the play alive. And how about this pass here by Grosek across? Beautiful play. That is a terrific power play goal for the Rangers.
Grosek and Halavich will get the assist. Rangers score on the power play. They've scored power play goals in 8 of their last 10 games. And it's a 3-1 lead.
It's early in this game, but the Rangers are really playing well. You know, in Philly, when they lost 2-1 on Saturday, they had 7 scoring chances in the third period. The Flyers had 1. But they Czech Monarch was terrific in goal. But the thing is, the Rangers are playing with some game.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, you just love to see some game from these guys.
John, and a lot of it has to do with the infusion of youth in the lineup. They are hustling.
Yeah, they are.
Janssen gets his 5th of the season, 4th power play goal. Grosek and Halavich the assist at 10:20. Grosek has 2 assists, Halavich a goal and an assist. 3-1 Rangers, 8:45 to go in the first. Milan to Leach. Leach brings it in, and Riki is back to get the puck. Chris Simon, number 17, back from shoulder surgery earlier in the season. Been in and out of the lineup. Coaches are not happy with his work ethic right now. Feel he's gotten a little bit lackadaisical.
If that's the way it is right now, Chris is wrong, because he could be a great player for this hockey club.
He was last year.
Yeah, he could be a great player, and he could be a great playoff player for them.
Puck deflects into the Rangers bench. 8:13 to go in the first. 3-1 Rangers. Back Back at Madison Square Garden, Rangers with a 3-1 lead and skating very well to start this game. Kim Janssen coming up with his 4th power play goal of the season. Tonight's New York Rangers high-definition broadcast is presented by Panasonic. Simon playing it across, intercepted by Motto. Big drive, saved by Colsey.
Forced by Forbes, who move over and forced a bad pass with a good little bump. And the shot on goal. The Rangers are reading plays all over the ice. This is the best I've seen them look in a long time. Here's the Washington style, gang. They like to keep their centerman back on the forecheck. That's, if we look, whoops, my apologies. That's Adam Oates right in there. Now, we watch, defenseman will take that area, and that's Oates, and that's the other defenseman. So the 3 lanes are covered. Now, just watch Adam Oates back out. Backs out. So you've got the 3 guys across. The centerman stays back to add support to the defenseman for Washington. He does not get caught on the forecheck. The wingers do it, not the centerman. That's how Washington plays their game.
Played around the boards, kept in by Nedved. Hlavich has room. Saved by Colsey. I think Hlavich looked up. He couldn't believe he was all alone.
I just can't tell you how well the Rangers are playing so far.
Hlavich in again. Johansson plays it into the corner. Brendan Witt there. Tapped out by Halpern.
They've kept Bondra out of the game so far, Sam.
Very much so.
It's awfully early.
You think the Caps are kind of in a situation here where there's not much to play for? Because they've got their division just about wrapped up.
I think what they want to do is try to reacquire their game with the new faces in the lineup. And that includes Zubas and Linden. But they don't have much going here in the first period other than their power play goal. Sometimes when you live on your power play, you forget about the rest of the game.
Dvorak, great move, lost control of the puck as Cote checked him. Shot by Klocek is a save by Colsey. Rangers defensemen have made some good shots in this game. Motto, Janssen, and Klocek. That shot saved by Colsey.
Nedved with the shot there as Malhotra got knocked out. You know what? When I see a game like this, you see all these young players, Janssen's flying around, and Klocek and Motto. This reminds me of when I came to the Rangers in the early 70s, actually mid-70s. The Rangers were going through a big transition period, and all of a sudden these young guys were on this hockey club, and there was a lot of young guys. And we got into a situation where we didn't make the playoffs for 2 years, but we certainly did after that. But the young kids came into the lineup. There's a hit by Grosek. Rangers here, you'll see Hlavich with the shot. And here's Pilon throwing a hit at the point on Connor Walchuk. Somebody must have yelled from the bench that Pilon was coming because he looked up at the last seconds. But you know, all those young guys, there was Lucien Deblois, there was
Donnie Murdoch.
Don Maloney came to the team. There
Ron
was
Duguay.
Ron Duguay. There was Dave Maloney before that. There was Mike McEwen. There's a whole bunch of guys.
Ron Gresham.
Ronnie Gresham. Yeah, Gresham was still a young guy then. And they just, you grew together. And I'm seeing a lot of young guys in this game that are doing a lot of good things. Now this is, you can't get carried away, obviously, but it's nice to see the effort. It's nice to see the speed with size.
Malhotra against Gonchar. Taken away by Linden. Trevor Linden's 4th team, and look at Messier come back and pick the pocket of Adam Oates.
He's the Pied Piper, boy. He plays hard as he has since the All-Star break, and his teammates will follow.
Messier has a goal. He got the Rangers on the board first with a shorthanded goal. 5:56 to go in the first. Great first period for the Rangers. They lead 3-1.
A little determination in the face of Mark Messier on the back check. He sees where the puck's going, and he gets it. Lifts up Adam Oates' stick with that short blade. Controls the puck and takes away any type of a rush Washington had going.
Pretty nice move.
I gotta do that to you on the golf course.
Chris Simon with a shot. Save McLean. He covers up.
It's the first shot on goal for a while for the Caps.
Well, you can become a permanent part of Madison Square Garden by purchasing a solid ground paving stone inscribed with your own personalized message. All the proceeds benefit the Cheering for Children Foundation, helping to put children on solid ground. Purchase a tile at gate 65 during a Rangers home game or order by phone 212-465-4170 by March 28th, and you receive a hand-signed hockey puck courtesy of Mr. Messier.
Yeah, it's good of Mark to be involved, and everybody else for getting involved. Thank you. Witt on the ice. He's lined up on the far side. Now Simon's out there. So McCarthy just moved across. Witt took a penalty early in the game in the first period on McCarthy. I think the Caps want to stir it up here to stir their game up because they have been pretty flat. So let's watch and see what happens. Simon now goes over after McCarthy. And he's trying to get McCarthy to go.
Brendan Witt is hit by York. Konowalchuk moves it out. Rather, that's Whitfield, excuse me, number 23. This is Chris Simon for Whitfield, and he was checked in front by Smrek. York the other way. Smrek in the middle. Pulls it back.
The Rangers defense have jumped in. Johnson and Smrek, a lot.
Smrek controls. Wristed it toward the net. It deflected into the corner. Battle in front. Witt and York. And Kolzig is chopping at York's legs. York behind the net. Witt on him. Graves trying to come out in front. Whitfield checks him. And it's cleared out by Chris Simon. Peter Smrek has it back.
Look at Smrek wait there, Sam. He just didn't throw it in blind. He waited because the team was changing. That's just a heads-up little play.
He's shown good smarts. Yeah. Good skating ability. A lot of good signs so far. Ulf Dahlin against Pilon. Pilon with a good play. Ken Clee moves up.
First 15 minutes of this first period, the Caps have not established a forecheck. And that's what their team is really good at. The forecheck and the cycle. They haven't been able to do it. When we were in Washington about 10 days ago or so, they did a lot of that.
Yes, they did.
They certainly did, Ollie. Now, it's interesting to see Manny Malhotra playing the left side with Mark Messier. I think Mark knows get him under the, his wing and let him work. Now, here's McCarthy and Witt. They had some words, but Simon went right over there. See that? But McCarthy doesn't have anything going with Simon. He's got something going with Witt, and they push and shove a little bit. Now, here's Lefebvre moving across. He's played very well with Smrek, as a pair, right?
Yes, they're very happy with the combination, and Lefebvre the last couple of weeks has been very solid and a plus. Here's that battle in front, McCarthy and Brendan Witt. 4:05 to go. First period, Rangers with a 3-1 lead. Messier, nice move to Kamensky. Colin Ford, Rangers with 11 forwards, so they're rotating centers on the fourth line with the fourth line wingers, Kamensky and Ford.
Messier was out there for the draw, so he's gone off now, and Nedved comes on.
There's Leach. Around the boards, and Gonchar is there. But John, when you have mobile defensemen like Janssen, like Smrek, and like Klocek, it suddenly will take a lot of the pressure off Brian Leach.
Oh, yeah.
That he doesn't have to be the only one lugging the puck and being the offensive defenseman. Changes the complexion of the way the Rangers attack.
It's a different rush. Instead of throwing it in, you can have puck possession. You can hit the trailer. And if I was the Rangers, I wouldn't mess around with Bondra on the ice right now with the puck in their zone. Don't even think about turnovers. Just get the thing out of the zone. When he's off the ice, the next highest goal scorer has got 20 for Washington. Konowalchuk, right?
That's right. Playing it around. Bondra has 34 goals in the last 46 games. Tim Janssen comes forward and shoots high. Missed the net that time.
Tim Janssen really skating.
The other way. Nikolitin sending it in. McLean looks around, handles the puck. Played a nice little play past Kristich. And the Rangers able to move out with it. Malavich taken down by Joe Rieke.
Anderson is backing the Caps up. And with that speed, and you can see right there, Joe Rieke put a stick out and flipped up Malavich. So Rieke has taken one penalty. Witt's taken a couple. Rieke's now two. So, or two by Witt and one by Rieke. So it's three defensemen as the Rangers have challenged all of those defensemen all period long. Look at Malavich with the head up. Tries to make the move, and now he keeps his legs going, and then Rieke just got the stick in, and that was it. Well, you see, Rieke is in here, but he can't stand up too much because of the speed. Then when he tried to, he ended up taking the penalty.
So another power play for the Rangers. They're third. They're 1 for 2. Rieke for tripping at 17:35. Ron Wilson, he's got to be upset with what has gone on in this first period.
That's a
Caps
big...
went for 2 months, and they may have been the best team in the league. And suddenly they have hit a rock here and stumbled.
Well, their last game, they ran into a hot goaltender. In this game, the Rangers just outplayed them. But it's only first period, 18 minutes in.
Leach, Motto, Messier, Malhotra, and Dvorak for the power play. Dvorak trying to get it back to Leach. Plays it across for Messier. Witt and Johansson, Sacco, and Whitfield, the penalty killers. And the Caps have given up 15 power play goals in the last 11 games, including tonight. Dvorak. Motto back to Dvorak. Messier. Malhotra battling in front against Brendan Witt. Messier behind the net. Witt goes to him. Motto steps up. Good job keeping the puck in.
He used his feet. Did a nice job with the skates.
Nice pass out to Malhotra. Mike Motto again using his feet. Looking. Leach cutting in from the point. Free to Leach. He scores!
Oh, baby.
Brian Leach. It's a power play goal. And it's 4-1 Rangers.
The fans are getting a little restless. They wanted their shot. They were starting to boo a little bit. Then all of a sudden, Motto makes a world-class pass. One defenseman to the other. Motto did a great job along the boards with his skates. Uses his feet, kept the play alive nicely. Then when the puck was moved back to the point, Manny was there. And when Malhotra and Motto switched positions here, Motto reads Leach going to the net. Oh, baby. How about that, Sam? He was looking the other way when he made the pass. He's looking at the goaltender, and then there's a beautiful... Oh, look at that.
Gorgeous.
Isn't that nice?
And put another goal up for Brian Leach as he continues his drive for a run at the Norris Trophy. He's had an outstanding offensive season. Rangers with 2 power play goals, lead 4-1.
And a shorthanded goal. Malhotra will get an assist on the play, which has to give him a lot of confidence. He's playing the power play, and he got into position. He backed up Motto, and Motto went pinching in. Those are good plays.
Linden with a shot on his former teammate Kirk McLean. Longtime teammates in Vancouver. Cote keeps it in. 30 seconds to go in the period. Rangers clear it out. It's whistled down. It touched someone on the bench. Want to welcome, let's take a look at the Brian Leach goal again, John.
You mentioned the Norris Trophy. Here's Malhotra, fake shot because the puck was on edge. Now he'll switch with Motto. Malhotra will move, and then there you see the pass across, and just a touch shot by Leach. Look at Leach move in. Washington has not watched the men behind moving in. We saw it with Kim Johnson. Now you see it with Brian Leach. Beautiful, beautiful power play goal. You mentioned the Norris Trophy.
Yeah.
Nick Lidstrom's had one great year, and he's sort of the Suzunucci of defensemen winning the Norris Trophy. But Brian Leach, another goal for him. Great year offensively.
His 19th goal of the season. Want to welcome Tom Tomaszewski and his 6-year-old son Connor joining us in the booth. They had a generous donation to the Mothers Center of South Shore. They're from Farmington or Farmingville, Long Island.
Yeah.
We welcome them. Connor is 6. He doesn't play hockey yet, but I think after this game he is going to play.
I have a scoop for you. I know when Connor was born.
When?
1994, between games 6 and 7 of the Rangers Devils series. Mom timed that one pretty well.
He was the good luck charm for game 7.
You remember Connor?
First period.
Fans with an ovation for their Rangers, led by the captain and everybody else. Kirk McLean was strong, but he didn't have to be fabulous. The team played a great first period as they're showing what their youth can do.
Well, Marcel Dionne, for so many years, one of the great stars of the National Hockey League. Detroit, here in L.A., finished his career with the Rangers. 1,771 points. For so many years, he was number 3. But now he drops to number 4 because Mark Messier has taken his spot. There he is as a New York Ranger.
I think that was by Kelly Rudy.
And Mr. Messier with a shorthanded goal. Number 650 of his glorious career.
Working with Radek Dvorak. Messier gets the rebound, snaps it in, and that started what was a great first period for the New York Rangers with that shorthanded goal.
And a great point to pass Marcel Dionne to become the 3rd all-time leading scorer in NHL history.
Be in the Hall of Fame?
Yeah, pretty good bet on that. We'll be right back.
The scoreboard is correct. 4-1 Rangers after one. This is the Avis Intermission Report. And we're talking to Mark Messier's new left wing, Manny Malhotra. That's pretty cool. You're on a line with Mark Messier. What did you think when you heard that news?
I was obviously very happy. It was, one, an opportunity to play and get a lot of ice. And two, like you said, it's Mark Messier. And tonight, having that point to take third all time, you don't often take the time to think about the accomplishments and all the things he's done in the game. But anytime you reflect on it, it's pretty amazing to be able to not only be on the same team, but on the same line, like you said.
Where did this first period come from?
I think, guys, we just came out and played hard. We were more or less relaxed, and we're just kind of, I guess you can say, tired of losing, basically. And this period was nothing more than simple hockey, played with a lot of intensity.
Now, you've been put under a lot of pressure, I guess you say. The Rangers want to see you develop and become the player they think you can be. What's it been like to have that on you? I mean, they put you with Messier for a reason.
Yeah, I've always been the type of person that likes to be challenged and wants to be challenged at all times. And this is, like you said, given the opportunity to play a lot, it's another challenge to try to show that I can play at that left wing position and play a lot of minutes. So I definitely feel up to the challenge, and I'm enjoying it so far.
And you know what's neat? You will look back at this as the most important time of your career, and to know that as it's happening is pretty neat. Thanks a lot, Manny.
Thank you.
All right, Manny Malhotra of the New York Rangers, who lead the Washington Capitals 4-1. You'll get an update from the MSG Sports Desk in a moment. This is MSG.
Johansson went off the stick blade. Peter Nedved. It was deflected past Kirk McLean. The Rangers, though, come right back. You see the good work in the corner. Nedved to Hlavich. Both defensemen were out of the play. Hlavich had a lot of time to move around the goaltender. And the Rangers kept going to work. This is a power play. Beautiful pass from Grosek across to Kim Janssen. The Rangers had the 3-1 lead. Look at this pass on a power play. Motto looking around. How's that for a saucer pass for Brian Leetch? He taps it in behind Kolzig, and the Rangers had maybe their best period of the season. 4-1 over Washington.
Three defensemen chipping in with points. Leetch, Motto, and Janssen. We'll be back with the second period right after this. We are back. First period scoring summary is brought to you by Nextel, official wireless carrier of the New York Rangers. Messier got his 23rd shorthanded. Caps answered right back. Calle Johansson in his 1,000th NHL game with a power play goal. Then Hlavich gets his 25th, breaking a 12-game goal-scoring drought. Kim Janssen, his 5th goal, his 4th power play goal. Grosek and Hlavich assisting. Brian Leetch gets his 19th goal. That's on a power play. Motto and Malhotra assisting. First time the Rangers with 4 goals in the first period since January of 2000. And it's the most goals the Caps have given up in a period this season.
I mean, scoring goals against Washington 4 in a period, that's really something.
Al, it's your turn. What do you got?
Well, I have a birthday cake, Sam.
You do?
And I'm with Stan, and we're going to sneak in on Sal. But we have to vote. Should I put it in his face or not? No?
No.
You don't think so?
You guys.
All right, here we go.
Are you going to sing, Al?
Yeah. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, 84th birthday. Happy birthday to you.
Happy
Congratulations,
birthday,
Sal.
Sal.
That's very nice.
Happy birthday,
You
Sal.
wanted to put the cake down on the table.
What do you think I was going to do with it, Sal?
I had my doubts, Al.
What, you thought I would throw this cake at you?
No, not really. Stan.
Look at it. Sal, look at the scoreboard.
Yes, that's great. Oh, that's wonderful.
One of the great... Al got him. Stan just wants to taste.
Anything you'd like to share, Mr. Albert?
Sal and Mike Motto share the same birthday. We pointed that out on the pregame show. Now I have to get back to radio.
All right, good job. Happy birthday, Sal. You look a little silly, though.
Remember when he was called 10-hole Messina?
Happy birthday, Sal.
Happy birthday, Sal. One of the great people in the business.
Oh,
isn't
yes, he is.
Back to you guys.
Folks, we travel all over North America, a lot of late nights, and there's nothing better than traveling with Red Light Messina. He's He's a terrific guy. I owe him about $80 playing gin rummy, but I'm not paying now.
Sal, you want to get back on TV? You got to wipe that whipped cream off your nose.
Goaltending change for Washington.
Greg Billington gets the call.
Watching Billington, he had a terrific warm-up. He was very sharp in warm-up, so he replaces Ole the goalie.
He had missed a couple of weeks. Now, Ole was making his 66th start in 73 games. This is only the 9th game this season for Craig Billington. Billington had been out a couple of weeks with a hand injury. Corey Hirsch had been up as the backup, but Billington is back in there. So Billington replaces Kolzig, who gave up 4 in the first period.
Kolzig had been 6-3-2 here at the Garden. That's 11 games with 1 no decision. So this is a real change. Oh, trivia.
Kalle Johansson, the 5th European-born and trained player to appear in 1,000 NHL games. Who are the other 4? Okay, each answer 5 points. Okay.
European born and trained.
Okay.
Okay. Go ahead, I'm doing this.
Okay, Pilon firing and deflects into the corner. Well, didn't you just get it 2
darn it,
before?
I'm upset. I'm upset. I had those 2. Oh,
Good job, John.
that's terrible. So 2 of them are Ulf Samuelsson and Borje Salming.
There you go. Now we'll work from there. Kalle Johansson dropping it off for Ulf Dahlin. Dahlin shot save off the chest of McLean. He covers up. And a little pushing and shoving.
Hey, Washington's going to show with a little bit of, look at Witt and McCarthy. They're going to show a little grit here early in the second as they were badly outplayed in the first period.
Witt's got another penalty, John.
Maybe this is his 3rd one then. And maybe somebody... No. The Rangers look like York is heading to the penalty box too. There's York with a swing at Konowalchuk, excuse me.
2 caps. Konowalchuk will go, as will Witt.
And York.
And
so
York
the
for the
Rangers
Rangers.
will have the power play as Witt gets caught trying to get involved with Sandy McCarthy way above the scrum in front of the net. This was up high in the slot. So this is Witt taking another penalty. His 3rd one in the game. Boy, oh boy.
So Rangers with another power play opportunity. Budweiser salutes America's designated drivers. We all make a difference.
You see good athletes that play hockey. Ron Wilson, the coach, we've talked to him a few times about this. You know, when you're a scratch golfer, it means you can shoot par. Like if it's par 72, you can shoot 72 your scratch. He's a +2, I think. So that means under par. He's not a 1 or a 2. He's a +1 or a 2. So that means he should shoot a 69 or a 70. That's how good he is.
Might be time for the celebrity tour.
Hello, partner.
Witt and Konowalchuk and York all each 2 minutes for roughing at 49 seconds. So the Rangers get a power play. They're 2 for 3 on the power play. It's a 5-on-4 power play advantage.
And one of the referees is over at the timekeepers area having a discussion there. Well, the clock hasn't started. The clock says 20 minutes. Meanwhile, we're into the second period. So that's what the change has to be. Everybody's aware of it. Now it's down to 19:18 remaining in the second.
And it's still not right.
Now the horn went.
Now we're down to 19:11. That's where it should be. 19:11 is where it should be because the penalty was in
That's
49
why
seconds.
they blew the horn there to get everybody's attention, so they had to change it. So now it's corrected. And here we go.
Messier, Malhotra, and Dvorak with Janssen and Leach for the power play face off in the Ranger zone. Trent Whitfield with Joe Sacco, Joe Ricci, and Kalle Johansson, the penalty killer.
The Rangers had a good period, the first period on faceoffs too. And Adam Oates was 2 and 5. 2 and 5. Usually it's 5 and 2 for him.
I have to correct myself. The other point man is Mike Motto. It's Leach and Motto at the points. Janssen will be on the second half of the power play. Here's Motto carrying. He has an assist. His 2nd point as a New York Ranger. Trevor Linden is on. Pressured by Malhotra. Johansson controlling. Oates try to clear. Leach with a good job to keep it in. Plays it into the corner. Malhotra goes for the puck. Takes a hit from Joe Ricci.
Leach, Bork, Lidstrom, Larry Murphy, all good at keeping the puck in at the blue line when the other team tries to shoot it out.
Malhotra. Good to see Malhotra getting power play time.
He's all game long.
Motto moves it quickly. Messier moves it to Dvorak. And for Malhotra, but he missed it.
Billington
Okay.
tipped it. Yeah,
Okay.
he tipped it. He tipped the pass.
Dvorak to Leach. Good puck movement by the Rangers. Dvorak looking again. Malhotra screening the goalie. And it's cleared. 40 seconds to go in the power play, and the Rangers change
Now
up.
look at the Caps here. They changed. No up-ice pressure on their penalty kill. So the Rangers are given a free breakout to pass center ice. See this? Free breakout to right there. Now they get challenged. This is the penalty kill that Washington uses. Again, Nedved regroups. The Caps back out, back out, back out. Now they force you to do something just between center ice and the blue line.
Nedved, Hlavich, and Grosek with Janssen and Smrek for the remainder of the power play. Here's Peter Smrek. Janssen finds an open man. It's Grosek. Hlavich goes in front. Hlavich with the puck. Across for Janssen, cutting in. It just missed. It was over his stick. Elevated the pass and just missed. Here's a feed for Nedved, who tipped it wide. Konowalchuk out of the penalty box. Teams are at full strength. Rangers 2 for 4 on the power play. 3 minutes into the second period. Rangers leading 4-1. Hlavich trying to go off his stick. Recovered by Nedved. Smrek for Hlavich and Grosek.
Interesting now, Sam, to watch the Rangers deal with the lead.
Hlavich couldn't get the shot off. Check from behind. Grosek trying to get it to Hlavich, who was deflected. Grosek had a shooting opportunity. Decided to pass instead.
Not selfish enough, which isn't a bad sign. But just to watch the Rangers play a consistent game, which they have to this point.
Hlavich controlling well. Rangers have had good puck possession throughout the game. Dahlin sends it in. On the boards. Sylvain Lefebvre. They will work it into the Caps zone. Caps recover. Rangers will play at New Jersey Wednesday night. Home Saturday and Sunday to Detroit and Boston. Here's Chris Simon with Joe Sacco. Pass for Sacco, deflected away.
What a game it was Saturday night.
Oh boy.
The Devils at Edmonton, 6-5 Devils in overtime. The fans there gave the two teams a standing ovation before the game was finished in overtime. They loved it. What a fabulous, fabulous, fast-skating game.
Kochek lost control of the puck. That shot from midfield, a close save by McLean.
The Rangers needed that kind of a turnover where Kochek lost the puck, and the Rangers backed in. There was a partial screen. I think Kim Janssen was back. But what a blast this was by Whitfield. You see the puck go back. Kochek looks up and can't find it. So now you just see the driving slap shot, and Kirk McLean, who's had very little work here in the second, mind you're only 4.5 minutes in, he just calmly makes a real nice glove hand save. You like to have a big save when you're not getting a lot of work, and you got it right there. Now here's Malhotra in front, and Billington got the pass with his stick blade, knocking the puck away. Billington's changed his style a little bit, Sam. He used to be a pure stand-up guy. Now he's kind of in between. He backed up, of course, Patrick Waugh in Colorado for some time. So Billington's one of those guys that half stand-up, half butterfly now, as opposed to just a pure stand-up guy.
Nice pass, Janssen to Malhotra. Malhotra on the off wing. Janssen is in deep as well. Oates takes over. Thus far, Oates and Bondra, the big scorers for Washington, big point getters, have not done much. The Rangers done a good job keeping them quiet.
Bondra had one shot only in the first period, and if I remember correctly, that was on the power play.
Messier moves it. Trevor Linden takes it away. Set up for Oates, trying to get it back to him, and Messier intercepted.
Caps with 2 men deep on the forecheck now.
Take away by Zubras. Malhotra caught up. That shot saved McLean as he robs Trevor Linden.
The Rangers overhandling the puck. Messier that time had the puck trying to move out. And Zubras, Oates, and Linden, the line does a good job here. They get a couple of scoring chances, and Kirk McLean again comes up big. Sometimes you just overhandle it. Now here you'll see the forecheck. See, there's 3 guys there as Linden read the play. Messier read it even better. Now he's got to find a way to move the puck. As he tries to move up, you can see the backside pressure by Zubras. He reached in and really swiped the puck right away from Messier, quickly as shot. And as you'll see, Messier doesn't know Zubras is coming behind as quick as he is. Look at that. How about Zubras? One hand lifted Messier's stick. That's how strong Zubras is.
Zubras, a former first-round pick of the Philadelphia Flyers, traded to Montreal and now on to Washington. Puck deflects into the Rangers bench for 5:26 into the second period. Rangers holding a 4-1 lead. Wednesday, March 28th, Rangers and the Islanders. Cannon Business Solutions, New York Rangers 75th anniversary hat night. So
Maybe somebody will get a hat trick.
if you get to the game,
I got it figured out. Somebody gets a hat trick, throw all those hats on the ice.
And then?
I need 200 of them for my golf tournament this summer. See? That would be perfect.
call your friends at Cannon Business Solutions.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Cannon. They sell
help you out.
cannons. They sell Cannon stuff up in Canada.
Yeah, there's a nice hat.
Look at that little sweetheart. Not him.
He's a nice guy. What do
Yeah,
you-
I know that. Oh, baby. Crohn's Colitis Foundation. I have a golf tournament for, and British, beautiful. The
And you
mountains
do
of
a
British
great
Columbia.
job with that tournament.
We did a nice little town, beautiful mountains.
Every player who lives in Western Canada comes to that
Oh,
tournament.
it's pretty good. We have a good time. Raised $125,000 last year for Crohn's and colitis. Two brothers with that. It's also just finishing up the arthritis week, excuse me, for kids. I have a daughter that's got a little bit of that, so nice to see people helping out there too, and we thank each and every one of you.
Upcoming Rangers schedule brought to you by Delta Airlines. ESPN carries the game Wednesday night at New Jersey. It's an 8 o'clock start. ABC at 1 o'clock. Rangers home against Detroit Saturday afternoon. We'll be back with you Sunday night at 7 o'clock. Mike Keenan and the Boston Bruins come to town. Bruins chasing Carolina for the last playoff spot in the East.
They've got Defoe back in goal, and now with Carolina getting a big win over the Islanders yesterday, it meant something.
Al?
John, yeah, I just got a call from the people at Cannon Business Solutions.
Yes.
They said forget it.
Thanks a lot, Al. Put him in the Chateau Bow Wow. He's never allowed to watch The Sopranos again.
Good play in front by Lefebvre. Sprack able to push it ahead for Nedved. Nedved shoots, and it's deflected up into the crowd. 6:03 gone by in the second. Peter Sprack led Peter Nedved into the zone. Check out our quote book. Rangers GM Glenn Sather on Adam Graves. I think he's had some confidence problems. He needs to start playing on the edge like we've seen him in the past. He's the one guy that bleeds Ranger blue all the way through, and he's been a terrific sports hero for the people of New York. But this is a game that has to march forward. That is the Rangers president and general manager talking about the future of Adam Graves and looking closely at the final games of this season.
Guarantee you this, Adam Graves will have a very, very good off-season in preparing for next season, whether it's with the Rangers or wherever. He'll be ready. And Sam, somebody's got to make the tough decisions.
Yeah.
And Glenn Sather is that person, and he's done that all through his career. Why do you think Edmonton's such a good team right now?
That shot knocked down in front, loose puck. Chance for Halpern, he scores. Jeff Halpern, who took the original shot. There was a penalty coming up to the Rangers. Halpern found the loose puck and put it in. A big crowd around the net. And the Caps score the goal to make it 4-2.
Kirk McLean was actually pushed backwards almost inside the goal net, and then Halpern was able to find the puck. There's the original shot you talked about. Dolan's in front, Konowalchuk's in front, and there you can see Halpern trying to fight off a stick check. He's number 11 here. Here's his original shot that you talked about, Sam. And then watch him drive to the net. He'll be stick checked right in there. But he found the puck, kicked it ahead to a stick, and was able to score. There he comes in front right now, and he's able to put it underneath McLean. The Rangers have had 2 shots, not a good one, here in the second period. They've got to pick their game up. Caps have found their legs a little bit.
Yes, they are being more aggressive in the second period. The puck has been in the Rangers zone much more than it was in the first. Cote and Kamensky go for the puck. York is the center with Kamensky and Forbes. And this unit played well together in the third period in Philadelphia when York centered the fourth-line wingers.
Yeah, Kamensky had a couple of very good scoring chances, but couldn't beat Chuck Monick. Very many people beating Chuck Monick at all. Oh boy, who got
Johnson
nailed there?
got knocked down by Simon.
Yeah, the Caps are getting their skating legs going. Well, there's a 2-line pass. The legs are going a little bit better. As Simon looks around, he knows he nailed Johnson. He's kind of looking around to see what's going to happen, and nothing did.
Halpern got his 18th from Konowalchuk at 6:34. Take a look at that hit.
That's how you take somebody out of the play and create a little damage, and you hope that it carries over. Pretty good body check.
Yes.
Good, clean, hard hit. But you can't hit like that if you're not skating well enough. The Caps in the first period, they must have called the police between periods, because they found their legs a little bit here, and the Rangers have got to pick their game up.
That's the way Chris Simon needs to play for the Caps to be effective, for him to be effective. Oates works it ahead with the new players that the Caps brought in at the trade deadline, especially Zubras and Linden. Coach Ron Wilson is trying to find the right combinations. He's used Linden as a right wing. We know he can play center. Zubras can play center and left wing. He's played on different lines. Dvorak centers, and it's gloved by Billington, and he holds on.
Caps have 5 or 6 guys who can play center ice. You've got Halpern, you've got Whitfield, you've got Oates, you've got Linden, you've got Nikolition. And Nikolition, he hasn't played very much, has he?
Who's that?
He played 3.5 minutes in the first period. That was it. Nikolition.
Vladimir Malakov back on the ice. That's a good sign.
Jim Ramsey, the head trainer, the medical trainer of the Rangers, very happy with the way that Vladdy's been able to work. He skates, tries to keep the leg going, but he's been working on the Stairmaster, on the bike, with the weights, with the stim, all that type of stuff. And they're very happy with the way that he's been able to get very close to being able to play in games.
This has been the lost season, a huge disappointment. He came with so much optimism for himself, and the team had so much optimism with his presence. The coaching staff really looking forward to seeing him play in a Rangers uniform.
He was scheduled to be a partner for Brian Leetch. First game of the season. Blew the ACL. There's the Caps throwing the puck to the net. That was almost deflected on goal.
Motto moves it to Groshek. Caps have really been much more aggressive with their physical play.
And creating turnovers in the neutral zone.
Bondras, checked by Leach, turned it over to Hlavich. He has trouble with the puck, now has control. 8.5 minutes gone by in the second. Rangers with a 4-2 lead. Nedved finds Motto. Dropped it off for Groshek. Gloved by Billington. He holds on with Nedved driving to the net.
The Caps make a goalie change. And it's not that it was Kolzig's fault for the first period by any means, but it certainly changed the mindset, I think, of the Caps Hockey Club. They've tightened up very much for Craig Billington. They haven't allowed a good scoring chance the first 8.5 minutes of this second period.
So many times coaches will say that they'll make a coaching change just to try and wake up their team.
Absolutely. Well, here you can see Nedved trying to drive in there, but Billington had control of the puck. It was interesting when Billington was out with the injury, huh, Sam? He was on the bench in his suit during games, working, and they say that he does a great job as the person between the coaching staff and the players. He's got so much experience. He's a bright kid, has some great hockey schools in the offseason, but he's the go-between for the teams, players, and the coaches. You need good people in that role.
That last replay, by the way, was from the Canon Business Solutions Goal Cam. Canon Business Solutions, digital technology powered by people.
They have great hats.
Sylvain Lefebvre on the puck. We'll get you some hats.
It's $199. I don't need one. Oh, baby.
Johansson goes back to recover. The Caps go to Florida after this game. They'll play back-to-back Friday night and Saturday.
There you go, Caps, hats.
Subliminal message there, John.
Yeah, they head down. Guess what? They wanted to go down to Florida, maybe play a little golf. It rained all day down there today. The first time in weeks they've had a drought in South Florida.
Tim Hunter on the near side.
Was he tough? And one of the good people in the game.
Yes.
One of the great people to ever play, Tim Hunter. And was he a warrior when he played for the Calgary Flames? And their big rivalry was with the Edmonton Oilers. Did they battle, and could he go? He was a good, tough scrapper, competitive player. Just a blast to watch.
Nedved wins the faceoff. Shot by Janssen is blocked. Janssen steps into it. Saved by Billington.
Billington coming off the bench. He doesn't show any rust at all. I was watching him close in warm-up before the game, and he really looked sharp.
Kamensky sends it in. Billington quickly out to stop it. So here you have Nedved with the fourth-line wingers, Forbes and Kamensky. Forbes with a shot blocked by Cote. Nice takeaway by Nedved. Maintains possession. Works it in for Forbes and around to Kamensky. Try to get it out in front block. Forbes couldn't get a shot off. Cote for Washington outlets. And
Gonchar,
pass deflected.
Gonchar jumping up. You always have to be aware of Gonchar. No, here's a penalty against Kamensky, and this was an accidental collision. An accidental collision, but it's called interference. I don't think I like this call. That's Gonchar, the defenseman. He jumps into the play. He'll draw the power play. He stops, starts to head back, and Kamensky was trying to go around him. That was an incidental collision. Well, here's Kim Johnson. Why did he move in here? He moved in a little bit, but he could have moved in another 10 feet before he took the shot. He had a lot of room. Oh, baby.
Here's Dvorak breaking for the puck. One-handed in. He scores! Radek Dvorak with a short-handed goal. Oh, is that something? And
That says it all.
Can't believe it.
Do you believe this? Craig Billington, the goaltender, took a chance. Messier will jump out here and steal a puck right in here from Adam Oates of all people, and he feeds Dvorak. You see Billington leave the net. Dvorak with one hand and with a great speed now. Adam Oates, as we see the Canon Business Solutions goal cam look at the play, Oates makes the pass. Messier takes the puck, and Dvorak with one hand got it by Billington and in the net. What a goal.
Kamensky went for interference at 10:01. Caps' second power play. Now they scored a power play goal after Messier scored a short-handed goal in the first period. It's now 5-2 Rangers. Gonchar with the puck. Blocked by Dvorak.
Almost another
one.
Yeah.
Dvorak from Messier at 10-12. Dvorak's 25th goal of the season. So Dvorak 25, Hlavich 25, and the puck cleared by York.
Oates not having a sharp
he's not
game.
sharp at all.
I mean, that last pass was picked off. He's not real sharp on face-offs. He's had a great year. I mean, you can't be absolutely splendid every night, but he just doesn't seem to be sharp yet in this one.
Dvorak and Messier each with a goal and an assist. And hasn't that been a nice move by Ron Lowe, putting Dvorak up with Messier? That's worked very well together.
They really have. A lot of speed with Dvorak. Dvorak is a very, very good hockey player, and he's really just growing into this thing. 24 years of age. He's another one of the young guys, even though he's got a lot of experience.
Johansson playing
penalty in front. It's going to be Lefebvre.
He's holding Connor Walchuk.
Connor Walchuk drew one earlier in the period, and you see that play. That's smart play by Witt. Make that Dahlin, Ulfi Dahlin. He put the puck where the Rangers could get it, and the Rangers, Nedved didn't want to touch the puck, finally did, but it gives Washington a two-man advantage. Dahlin knew, give the Rangers the puck, and it's a longer play for the two-man advantage. Here's Gonchar to Oates, and here's the giveaway. Messier just shoveled it ahead, and I don't know if Billington, I don't know quite if he hesitated for a split second or not. He decided to leave the net. Dvorak with that speed and reach got it. Now here you can see Billington leaving the net. He reached for the puck, and boy, did Dvorak make a nice play. So
Lefebvre is called for elbowing here, John.
Yeah, it'll be right in front there. The referee makes the call. So a big face-off here. It's Oates and Messier. Now Messier said, Sam, as you look at the play where the penalty was taken, Messier said, I said, why is Oates so good on draws? He says, he's got that short blade. I said, yeah, we show it all the time. He says, yeah, but the blade doesn't bend. And when it doesn't bend, he can get the puck back. A lot of times the long blade will bend, so you don't really get the clean face-off.
Two-man advantage. 5 seconds remaining. Shot by Gonchar deflected. Dahlin in the corner. And Dahlin heading for the net. Pulls back, beat Gonchar. He shoots, he scores! Kamensky had come out of the box but hadn't gotten back in the play. So the power play is over. It's scored on the 5-on-4 officially.
Gonchar gets the goal. His 18th for a defenseman. He's had a great year. Some people have talked about him for the Norris. Now, you'll see that the power play has gone to work here. It's a 5-on-3. But when Kamensky comes out of the box, he's past center ice at the Rangers penalty box. So that 15-second two-man advantage is like a 20-seconder. It's like 20 seconds instead of 15. As you see the goal scored, and there comes Kamensky. Kamensky had to skate all the way from the penalty box to the far end of the ice to get into the play. So it was like an extra 5 seconds of two-man advantage, and that's when the Caps scored the goal.
So the Caps have scored 2 power play goals. The Rangers have scored 2 shorthanded goals and 2 power play goals. So a lot of special teams play in this one. Rangers have a 5-3 lead with 7:40 remaining.
The Caps have 2 power play goals, and they've given up 2 shorthanded goals, right?
Yep. But it's still with a long way to go in this game.
5-3 game.
Next goal is crucial. If the Caps get it, they're right back in it with momentum. If the Rangers get it, they're back in total control. Gonchar is 18th. Power play goal from Dahlin and Oates at 12:05.
So
Adam Oates leads the NHL with 64 assists.
18 for Gonchar. Quietly having a very strong season. The Caps don't seem to get a lot of recognition. And Gonchar, pardon me, maybe one of those guys. Dahlin with the first pass here, as you'll see, right back. Bondra's in front. The shot goes past everybody. Leach maybe set up a bit of a screen trying to block the shot for Kirk McLean, but couldn't get to it. Joe Sakic, I saw him the other day in Denver, Sam. He said, I said, what's the scoop on a wrist shot? He said, to get it by the defenseman. I said, what? He said, yeah, he doesn't look where the goalie is. He looks to get it past the defenseman that's in front of him, which is what Gonchar did there, and he was able to score on it.
Around the net, Konowalchuk checked by York. McLean deflected it. It almost was pushed in by Halpern. Dahlin around the net.
Well, Sam, what was Washington not doing in the first period at all? Forechecking.
Okay.
And what are they doing here?
They are forechecking.
A lot better than what we saw earlier.
And winning the battles along the wall.
That's their game right there.
Here's Konowalchuk. It was centered across. Almost caught Kirk McLean reaching with a stick. Low check on Halpern.
This has been Washington's best line in the second period.
Low check on Dahlin, excuse me. That shot, a save made off Brendan Witt, who was coming in. Rangers come the other way, 4-on-3. Graves for McCarthy. McCarthy against Johansson. Johansson takes it away and gets hit by Graves. Halpern looking for the puck. Puck around the board. Sophie Dahlin there to play it. Takes a hit from York. York went down. Dahlin is solid. He is one solid man.
Credit the Caps for bringing Olfi back from Sweden where he was playing.
Great job on their part. Circling his Nedved. Wrist shot knocked down by Billington and cleared out of the zone. 5:50 to go in the second period. Rangers leading 5-3. Dallas leading Minnesota 2-0 in the first. On the scoreboard, Devils going for their 11th straight win in Calgary tonight. That will be a later start. Here, 5:38 to go, second period. Chance to voice your opinion on MSG Sports Desk, a new segment called Fair Game, a $300 donation to the Gardens Cheering for Children Foundation. You can speak your mind, editorial opinion on Fair Game on MSG Sports Desk. That's the address, or log on. And you can make your donation and get your opinion on Sports Desk. Bondra moves the puck out of the zone. Pilon knocked down by Riki. 5-3, Rangers leading. Its second period all season long has been the Caps' best. They've outscored their opponents by 23 goals in the second period.
Is Nico Leishman playing? He played 3.5 minutes in the first period.
A little bit.
That was all.
Want to do the trivia answer?
Okay.
I haven't had time to think about it.
I've got 5
answer.
guys.
I've got one guy. All right, well, the two.
Salming and Samuelson.
Salming, Samuelson. I'm going to throw Peter Stastny in there.
Okay, I've got Curry, Kent Nilsson, and
Curry.
Svoboda.
I'm going Curry.
No, you can't.
I'm going
It's too
Curry.
late.
No, I'm going Curry.
Okay, I got to
like
knock
that
one out. I'm going to go Svoboda and Curry.
Curry, Salming, Samuelson, Peter Svoboda.
Yeah. See, I had Kent Nilsson in there,
You get
too.
Svoboda?
Yeah.
Oh.
I had Kent Nilsson in there, too. I gave you 3 of the answers I gave
Good.
you.
Well, the other time I gave you a couple of answers, too, you know. Here's Clee. Long shot wide. Remember when you changed the answer? You said, "Oh, that's a good one," and you the goalies, the one with the goalies in Washington. You were going to do Pat Riggin, and you changed to Don Beaupre.
Okay. Okay.
We're even. Oates. 4:40 to go in the second. Kicked in by Klocek, cleared out of the zone. Nedved recovers. So how many answers do we give you there?
4.
You get all 4?
Yeah.
And I only get 3?
That's right. You sure? I gave you all 3.
Stastny didn't make it to 1,000.
Truck just told me you're getting 3. No, that's an interesting, but they came over at such an older age.
Yeah.
The Stastny brothers to the Quebec Nordique.
Yeah.
Peters works with the St. Louis Blues organization.
Shot blocked. Groshek. Checked by Cote. Good hit by Cote. Nedved centers just missed by Graves. Graves had just come off the bench. Nice play by Groshek. Graves' shot goes wide. Michael Groshek with a good effort to win the puck. And a penalty upcoming on the Caps. Good effort by this line. Groshek drops the bombs.
Oh, he was going to get a power play. Now he's going to get an instigator, maybe.
Dmitry Kristich is the man Groshek is angry with.
And is he ever angry? Rangers were to have a power play, but Groshek really was upset with the hit that Kristich threw into him. So the 2 number 8s got after one another. Kristich was able to drop 1 glove, but not 2.
Cut, John?
Yeah, it looks like he is. Lower lip. Maybe that was on the hit, Sam. 3:44 to go in the second period. You know, Groshek, when he played in Hartford, played a lot. He seems to have gotten into better shape skating-wise. Oh, geez. What a hit that was from behind. It drove Groshek's face right into the glass. Oh, what a right hook that was.
Did you see Kristich's eye? It's half shut.
Well, look at that hit. I mean, he drove Groshek's head right into the glass. That's why he's cut. And then watch this. Wham. Yeah, right over the left eye. Or underneath the left eye. And then another one there when he was down. Oh, baby. Now here's Pilon. Oh, look at that hit. That was on Bondra, a helmet popper. Man, that was some hit. Rich Pilon has thrown the body around quite a bit in this game. Here's another look at it. There's Oates, moved it across, and wham. As Pilon went after Bondra, and the Rangers are trying to not allow Bondra to get the hat trick like he did the last time they saw each other, where Bondra owned the ice surface in Washington, and the Rangers didn't stop him much. Here in this game, they're challenging him in the offensive zone. So what'll the penalties be? Do you see the left eye of Kristich? You can tell you're an old boxing analyst or announcer. You know.
That right landed, and it immediately caused swelling under the eye. You can see Kristich skating away, and the eye was half shut.
Yeah, you know what? I think it'll be a 5. Yeah, it is. It's a 5-minute power play. The original penalty was to go to Kristich for the hit where he drove the face of Groshek hard into the glass. But then Kristich turned around, and there was Groshek fighting, and he never had a chance to get after it.
So Groshek is going to be gone for the game.
You got the instigator, Sam. I'm sure. I haven't seen the probably 2 5-10 in game. Here's what it's for. Kristich 2 for boarding when he drove the face of Groshek into the boards. Instigator because Groshek started the fight. 5 for fighting. 10-minute game misconduct and a game misconduct. 10-minute misconduct and a game.
Right.
The extra misconduct is because he kept throwing punches when the guy didn't have a chance when he was down. And that's what happened to the Pilon-Verada thing in Buffalo. Even though a lot of people applauded that one.
So now it is a power play, major power play advantage for the Washington Capitals, who are down by 2. They have a full 5-minute power play. 3.5 minutes to go in the second period. The Rangers lead is 5-3.
Now Chris Simon will work the power play, but he's mad at Pilon. We have been told that down at the bench, Pilon was being yelled at by Chris Simon because of Pilon's hit on Bondra. You see Simon moving across, grabbing at one another in a few words. See? There's a lot of little games within this big game here, and they're still chatting, Sam. See that? Well, Pilon would love to sucker Simon into a penalty of some sort while the Caps are on the power play. Boy, the linesman went down earlier. The referee went down.
Groshek 2 for instigating, 5 for fighting, 10-minute misconduct, and a game misconduct. Kristich 2 for boarding at 16-16. 5-minute power play for the Caps, who are 2 for 3 on the power play, but have given up 2 shorthanded goals. Bondra couldn't keep it in. Fell down. Here goes Messier. 2-on-1 with Dvorak. Gonchar back. Pass to Dvorak. Saved by Billington.
Big save, but Dvorak took too long. When you hesitate for a second, the goaltender will move across.
Back the other way, Trevor Linden. Linden, Simon, Oates, Gonchar, and Bondra for the power play. Graves to York. Simon is down and slow getting up in front of the Rangers bench, Rangers net.
He may have hurt his right elbow or right shoulder.
The shoulder, that's the one that he had surgery on, John.
Yeah, that right arm, see, he's upset. That right arm is hanging down a little bit. See what he grabs for here. Well, Bondra here loses his edge, stepped on the puck, stepped into the linesman, 2-on-1. But watch the hesitation of Dvorak when he gets the puck. See, it was almost like a one potato two as the puck was jumping a little bit. And then Simon crunched him. Oh, baby, did he hit him. Simon's had a pretty good second period here. See, Dvorak with the shot. He got the rebound, and there's the accordion hit on Dvorak. It was okay. Oh, I see why Dvorak was mad. Simon did a scissors on his leg a little bit. And he's grabbing his elbow. I think he fell hard on his elbow.
Puck behind the Rangers net, 2:20 to go, second period. Cote. Rangers have York and Graves with Pilon and Janssen.
Connor Walchuk in front again. He's tough.
Halpern moves it to Dahlin out in front. It's blocked away. York to the puck. And he brings it out with Klopchek and Graves and dumps it into the cap zone.
Smart play because the Rangers needed a change. So they now get some real fresh bodies on the ice.
1:55 to go, second period. Down the boards. Shrek trying to play it. He's against Dahlin. Shrek knocked it away. Halpern stopped it. Comes out to Kalle Johansson. Across to Sylvain Cote. Back to Johansson for the shot. Save made. The rebound loose. Goes into the corner.
Johansson shoot the puck well off the pass. My goodness.
Hard and low.
He has a goal doing it in this game.
Walchuk checks on a fave. Halpern moves in. Out to Johansson. Minute 20 to go in the period. Save McLean, the rebound. Carried around by Halpern. Halpern around the net. Pass comes back to Johansson. Around the boards. Caps have done a good job keeping the puck in the Ranger zone. Cote moved it to Halpern. Nedved and Malhotra on for the Rangers with Smrek and Lefebvre. Less than a minute to go in the second period. Cote. Dahlin. It hit a skate in front. Malhotra should clear. He does.
I don't know if the Rangers can change too many, though. One guy, that's all. Smrek got off. Now Malhotra moves across, as does Nedved. Big change. Lefebvre has not changed. He didn't have a chance. Oh, now he will with the offside. Wow, what a job. Shots are dead even at 21 apiece. But the Rangers' penalty kill here is they had a lot of pressure on them. A lot of pressure. Kirk McLean makes a couple of good saves through traffic. Nedved going off with only 39.5 seconds to go. He can go get a break. Here's the Rangers 2-on-1 again. Messier will move the puck to Dvorak, and the puck jumps on him a hair. And when he gets the puck, look at, see that? If he shot the puck immediately, he would have been able to get it to the open side.
But I thought the puck was bouncing.
It was a little bit, but you still have to try,
okay.
Sam. You've got to go for the shot. And also credit Craig Billington with a nice save.
Yep.
Nice save.
35 seconds to go in the period. 1:50 to go in the 5-minute major for the Caps. Gonchar. Oates. Linden with a back pass to Gonchar. Steps into it with a shot. Save McLean. It's clear.
How about that shot? Gonchar with a rocket. You see why he has 18 goals.
There's been a lot of great shots from the point in this game.
15 to go in the period.
Into the corner. Leach and Linden. Leach blocked by Oates. It deflected off Pilon out of the zone. 5 seconds to go in the period. Dvorak.
Good penalty kill for the Rangers.
Dvorak was taken down by Gonchar.
Still be 1:15 to go on the power play to start the third period, as the Rangers have a 2-goal lead after 2. Chris Simon could be a question mark after falling hard, and it looked like he hit his right elbow. You see him skating off the ice, and he doesn't look all that comfortable, does he? He had a pretty good second period, though.
Caps.
Not involved in the first, but certainly was in the second.
Caps got 2 goals in the second. Rangers won. Rangers led 4-1 into the first. They have a 5-3 lead end of 2.
17 is Simon. Oh, it was Graves coming back. Well, that looked like he didn't fall all that hard on the elbow, did it? Let's watch in front. Over to the right. There's Simon. Graves. He may have just twisted something around in his back even. When you see something like that, when his legs were back, see how he's twisted right around like a coil? It'll be interesting to see how he recovers after the second intermission. Here's that Gonchar rocket. Kirk McLean kicks it out with the left leg. And we have a 5-3 Rangers lead. The Caps will have the power play for 1:15 to start the third.
Al is downstairs with Jeff Halpern. Go ahead, Al.
All right, Sam. Jeff, first question. What was it like in the intermission after that first period? What went on in there?
I don't know. We sucked in the first period, and I didn't really put a great effort in that period either. And I don't know what the problem is right now. Just things we got to figure out for ourselves, and it's pretty frustrating right now. And I don't know.
You came out in the second period. I mean, it looked like everybody was pretty grouchy at what was going on.
Yeah, no, I think guys are just frustrated with the whole thing, and past week it's been awful. And I think right now it's the type of thing you got to get back to winning, and we got about 3 weeks to kind of sew up what's wrong. And but as of right now, yeah, no, it's coming out, and we got a power play here, and hopefully put one in there, and hope everything tightens up a bit. But it's we got a lot to do. So.
You know, this is a dream for you. You grew up outside of Washington to play for this team. You had your dream come true. What's the reality of actually being a Capital after being a fan for so many years compared to what you dreamed it would be like?
No, it's pretty much what I've dreamed about. It's probably more than that. It's amazing just to be able to play hockey in the NHL, let alone for the Capitals. And it's a team I've always loved to watch, and I love to play for. And it makes getting up for games a little bit easier, and I take a lot of pride in how we do.
Thanks a lot for your time.
Yeah, thanks.
It's Jeff Halpern of the Washington Capitals. Sam?
All right, Al's heading into the studio. Guess who's joining him? Stan Fischler. Watch out, it's Hockey Debate Part 2. We'll be right back.
Rangers lead the Capitals heading to the third period, 5-3. This is the Avis Intermission Report. Al Trautwig along with Stan Fischler. And Stan, as a Ranger fan, you watch this game, a little bit of you is irritated that they couldn't have played like this more often. But the other side is you look at who's playing well in this game tonight, and you say, you know what? Next season could be a whole lot different. Klocek, Janssen, Smrek, Manny Malhotra, Radek Dvorak, all these young players seem, they really look like they're the real deal.
The best thing about the two periods so far is the fact that the Rangers are playing with intensity. What annoys me most of all is reading, well, they lose, they keep losing, they'll get that top draft pick or one of the top draft picks. I say that's applesauce, that's no good. One team did it, Pittsburgh Penguins. Yeah, they got Mario Lemieux, but you know something? It's a blemish that'll always be with that hockey team. And I say, I commend her. I look around the building, and I got a good crowd here. The crowd is enthused. They're not interested in the Rangers not doing well. They want to see this team win. And I love the way the kids are playing.
Yeah, really.
Particularly that Slovak.
And, you wonder also what would have happened had Mark Messier been given a player like Radek Dvorak, 2 months ago. Would it have turned out to be something that changed the team? We'll never know. But it's certainly fun to watch a player who thinks like Messier with a player who can execute like Radek Dvorak.
You're a poet. You're like Robert Browning, what might have been. Forget about what might have been. What counts now, Al, is what's on the ice. And one of the things that I like about the team, I told you a long time ago, they got to play Manny. They're playing Manny. He's getting into the action. He's getting the experience. And the kids are doing real well.
All right. And remember, if you think the Rangers should try and get the top draft pick, it's applesauce.
Thank you.
That's Stan Fischler. And we'll be back with the third period. The Rangers leading the Washington Capitals 5-3.
JD and Al back at Madison Square Garden on the Avis Intermission Report. Time to look at the highlights brought to you by Avis. 4-1 into the second period, and the Caps cut it on this goal.
Yeah, the Caps got together, and you'll see Halpern take a slap shot from near the blue line, and then he drives to the net hoping to find the puck. With all that traffic, he does. And he's able to score underneath the right leg of Kirk McLean.
Now comes a goal that goes to my top 5 of the season.
Messier takes the puck here from Adam Oates as Washington was on a power play. Feeds the puck to Dvorak, who has to race to get it. One hand on the stick, he shoveled it right past Greg Billington, who had replaced Ole the goalie, and the Rangers had the 5-2 lead. Now Washington with a 5-on-3. Gonchar is able to score with a wrist shot. He, for a defenseman, has his 18th goal of the season.
Caps on a power play when we come back to start the third period. We are back. Second period scoring summary is brought to you by United Airlines, helping people stay united. Jeff Halpern scored his 18th. That made it 4-2. Radek Dvorak shorthanded with his 25th. Mark Messier assisting, made it 5-2. And then a power play goal by Sergei Gonchar, his 18th. Rangers have given up more than 3 goals. First time the Rangers have scored more than 3 goals in the last 8.
And what they've also done is they've kept Peter Bondra to just 1 shot on goal through 2 periods. Vondra in his last game, a 3-2 loss to the Buffalo Sabres. 14 shots in the one game. Yet in this one, through 2 periods, only 1. Chris Simon has not returned to the bench. And I wonder if Kristich has.
Minute 15 remaining on the major. Assessed to Michael Grosek. 5-on-4 power play advantage for the Caps. Leach, Pilon, Messier, and Dvorak for the Rangers, who have 2 shorthanded goals in the game. Messier has 1, Dvorak has the other.
Sam, I don't think Kristich has returned either. He had his left eye. It looked like it closed after he got hit with the punch from Grosek.
Halpern, open man, Dahlin, and he missed. It banged off the outside of the post. Konowalchuk with Dahlin and Halpern, Cote and Johansson. Leach up the boards. Johansson kept it in. Chipped ahead by Cote, knocked down by Leach. Dahlin trying to play it back. Johansson for Dahlin. 25 seconds in the power play. Cote with a shot blocked in front. Messier's got the puck and clears.
We've been told that Chris Simon has an elbow problem, will not return, and Kristich has the problem with his left eye, and he will not return.
10 seconds to go on the power play.
That eye closed so quickly. I wonder about a fracture in the orbital bone.
It was a straight-on hit with the right hand by Grosek. Power play is over. So the Rangers kill off the 5-minute major to Grosek. Caps had 4 shots on goal on the power play. Grosek able to work it out. Oates tied up with Graves.
We'll have to watch and see what the line combinations will be for the Rangers. Grosek had played with Nedved and Holovic.
Jansson's shot deflects up into the crowd and play stops. 1:39 seconds in. Well, Mike Richter 10 days ago had major reconstructive surgery. Today our producer Joe Whalen caught up with him. And there's Mike.
Oh, isn't that a lovely sight? A lot of swelling in there still, huh, Sam?
But not as Mike said, not as much as the first time.
See the kneecap? Can't find it. That's all the blood there that's got to drain out. Most of it has drained out. It'll be a lot more purple than that. Now they're manipulating the kneecap.
That hurts me.
I know about all this stuff.
Yeah, I bet you do.
I had 14 knee operations, and they're manipulating the kneecap around to make sure that it's in good position. You don't want it to just sort of freeze up and become a lot of scar tissue around it. You've got to manipulate it, move your leg, move the joint to not allow the scar tissue to form. There's nothing worse than having the scar tissue, and then you've got to break the scar tissue, the adhesions.
And they've been doing a lot of passive motion with him on the machine just to keep the leg moving and the muscles moving.
And we'll look at it right now with the icing call. You're right, Sam. You've got to have the movement of the knee joint. In the old days, when I had a serious operation, they put a cast on right up to my waist. But they don't do that anymore. See the way they're moving it here? That's the range of motion.
Yeah.
To get that knee to be able to bend, he's at about 90 degrees there. You want to go all the way to 110, 115 degrees? Oh, is he something? That's the electrical stim that gets everything moving inside. You see, that's the muscles contracting. But the old days, they'd throw a cast on you for 6-8 weeks. You'd take the cast off. Your leg was frozen straight. And then you'd have to lay on your stomach.
And all the muscles have atrophied.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, but you'd lay on your stomach. They'd put a hand behind your knee and a hand behind your ankle and then bend your leg and break the scar tissue in there. You just scream. It's the only way they could do it.
I'm glad this is past dinner time, John. People couldn't take it if you were telling them this.
It's all part of the racket, big boy.
Oh, man. Pain. Nice to see Mike hasn't lost his sense of humor. He's the beauty. Dahlin.
He'll be back. Don't worry about Mike.
No one works harder than Mike Richter. Gonchar had it knocked away by McCarthy. York moving it on Gonchar, fighting off the check. McCarthy after the puck. Now Graves, back to McCarthy. Try to get it to Graves, it's taken away by Jeff Halpern. So nice back check by McCarthy and Konowalchuk. So the Caps without 2 forwards. The Rangers losing 1 on a game misconduct. Cote plays it in. For Simon and Dmitry Kristich out for the Caps. Michael Grosek on for the game. Ultrash the puck against Ken Klee. Now out Adam Oates.
Chris Simon had a very strong second period. And then fell on the elbow and banged his arm up.
That shot went wide. Chance for Cote. Messier with a takeaway. He's got an open man, Dvorak, but a good check by Oates. Now Malhotra pushes it into the zone. Dvorak goes for the puck. Well, Dvorak has really used his speed effectively, I think, John.
I think he always has, Sam, but now he's got the hands. More confident with the puck, making plays. It's all part of growing up in the NHL. 24 years of age yet, you know?
25 goals on the season. Gonchar pushes it across. Zubras able to clear the zone.
Let's watch here as Nedved Lines comes on the ice. Who will be the right winger in place of Grosek? Will it be Forbes, or it looks like Kamensky gets a chance on the right side?
So Ron Lowe sticking with the Dvorak, Messier, Malhotra combination, and Kamensky moves in, replacing Grosek. On the right side with Nedved and Hlavich. Hlavich able to work his way out of the zone. Here comes Kamensky, breaking in. He shoots, saved by Billington.
Good play at both ends of the ice for Kamensky.
Big save by Craig Billington, keeps the Caps in the game. Kamensky got knocked down on the far side. Caps able to clear.
It was Whitfield with the hit on Kamensky. Kamensky was alert in his own zone, Sam, checking wise, picking up people, then took off through the middle with that skating stride, but couldn't score.
McCarthy bumped along the boards by Gonchar. Craig Billington replaced Olaf Kolzig to start the second period. He's given up 1 goal. That puck was touched with a high stick. Play stops 5:16 gone by in the third period.
And the Rangers ribbing Kamensky. Kamensky was in his own zone. He was in perfect position, helping out his defense. Now he takes off through the middle, and he takes the Hlavich pass, and he's gone. They tried to shoot it down low, and Billington made a real nice save. Now here's Kamensky in there guarding that man. Now he moves up backwards to get him. He's in good position. Now he reads offense. Takes off through the middle, reaches for the puck, and is gone. Did everything right at both ends of the ice except for score. Looks up. I think he wanted to go up top, but the puck didn't cooperate and ended up being a low shot.
Konowalchuk, pressured by McCarthy, moved away. Johansson with Graves on the forecheck. Knocked away by Janssen.
Janssen stayed up on the play, didn't back in.
Kirk McLean out to stop the rolling puck, finds the open man, Graves. Caps recover. Konowalchuk sends it in. Klocek outlets to Malhotra. Klocek with a good hit, sent Linden down.
Is he strong?
Klocek able to clear the zone. Ken Klee and Radek Dvorak. Malhotra moves in. Took a hit from Klee. And the Caps able to move it out of the zone. Brendan Witt, the defenseman, coming forward. Shot blocked by Pilon. Got another shot off that McLean saved. Here's Messier on a 3-on-2. Malhotra for Dvorak. Comes to Messier. It's offside.
Good call. Good call by the linesman.
13:33 to go, third period. Tonight's matchups are brought to you by the New York Marriott Marquis. Broadway's biggest hit, the 2 top centermen, the veteran centerman. Mark Messier's a +2 with a goal and an assist. Adam Oates is a -2. And face-offs, Oates has struggled a little bit.
Those +2s and -2s have both been on the shorthanded goals.
Correct.
Messier has a goal shorthanded and an assist shorthanded. And Adam Oates is usually a 65-70% guy on draws. One of the very best in the league. Messier's played well. The Rangers have played well, and there's still 13:15 to go here in the third.
Caps move up. Nicolishin dropped it off but gave it away to Kamensky. Messier got the scoring started with a shorthanded goal. He assisted on Dvorak's shorthanded goal as well. With McLean out to get the puck. That shot from a sharp angle, tipped wide. Kamensky's got it out for Hlavich. Hlavich has a goal in the game. Janssen and Leach have goals. This is Dinas Zubras moving in. His shot went wide. Around the boards, out of the zone to Hlavich.
Nicolishin getting more ice time now with 2 forwards gone.
Nedved swings it around.
For the Capitals, both Chris Simon and Dmitry Kristich. gone with injuries.
Lefebvre for Messier. Rangers' next game is Wednesday night at New Jersey. That's on ESPN at 8 o'clock. Saturday afternoon, home against Detroit, 1 o'clock on ABC. And we'll be back with you Sunday night. Rangers and Bruins. Geico Rangers game night at 6:30.
Big game for the Boston.
Yes. Messier into the corner. Now Hofer battling Konowalchuk. Messier, good play to Dvorak. Out to the point. Here's Dvorak. Moving toward the net, cut the shot off, saved by Billington, and he's got the puck.
Yeah, he put it in his glove. Greg Billington looks like he had 4 cups of coffee during the intermission. And he just does everything at just a speedy. Made the save, snared the puck out of midair. Good forecheck shift here. As you see Malhotra, look at the work, Sam. That's what the Rangers want from Manny Malhotra. Messier and Dvorak, they triple side the boards. And then here's the shot. Now watch the catching glove. Wham. Went off the stick blade, and then the catching glove snared the puck. Now here's Hlavich. You'll see him break a stick right towards, and he'll drop it right in here. Now he's going to the bench, and he's going to get one from just one of the players. I think that's McCarthy, or somebody reaches out. He's got a wrong stick now.
Yeah.
Now he's got to find a way to get. Now he goes back to the bench and goes, this is no good. He got his proper stick and got back into the play.
McCarthy was just trying to help. Johansson sends it in. 11:40 to go in the third. Rangers a 5-3 lead. Rangers have not trailed in the game. They were tied once at 1 after scoring the first goal and went up 4-1 into the first. McCarthy takes a hit, swings it around. Graves after the puck. Linden playing it across. This is Trent Whitfield, number 23, moving in. He's got Witt trailing. Pass was blocked. Brendan Witt winds it. Oates collided with his own man.
Yeah, Pilon blocked the pass. That was a 4-on-3 for Washington, and Pilon made the good play blocking the pass.
Mike York against Sergei Gonchar. York fell down. Caps come out with the puck. Whitfield to Linden. Leach turns the other way. Kamensky was stopped.
3-line game for the Rangers, and I think the centermen love that. Nedved, Messier, and York.
They like the playing time.
They like to play around 20 minutes each. When you go 3 centermen, that's what happens. Forbes not seeing a whole lot of ice. He's kind of the odd man out because of the 3-man rotation.
Nice moves by Gonchar to gain the zone, but shot it into the corner. Rangers with 7 defensemen in the lineup. Mike Motto is on now with Tim Janssen. Motto seeing a lot of time on the power play earlier in the game. Has an assist in the game.
Oh, what a great assist that was. Hitting Brian Leach with a diagonal pass for a power play goal.
Bondra with a shot. Save! There's the best chance Bondra's had in the game.
Only his second shot that I could count. I know he had 1 through 2 periods, but only 1 here in the third, and that was from the bad angle. Kirk McLean's job is to make that save, and he does just that. Here's the goal cam look at it. As you'll see, Zubras chip the puck forward, and there's Bondra moving across, and there's the shot. McLean nicely stops the puck and deadens the puck so he can cover up without allowing a big rebound.
Well, it's time to vote for the Stephen McDonald X Stratford Award presented to the Rangers player who goes above and beyond the call of duty. To cast your vote, visit any tri-state area Mitsubishi dealership or vote online at NewYorkRangers.com. A very important award given out each year to the player who goes above and beyond, and named after a heroic police officer, Stephen McDonald.
A great family, the McDonald family.
McCarthy stopped by Johansson. 9:45 to go in the third. Rangers a 5-3 lead. Graves pulled down Klee. Nothing called on the play. McCarthy using the big body. York in front, missed by Graves. Konowalchuk.
This has been Washington's best line right here at even strength.
Dahlin tried to cut in front, lost control. Gonchar with a shot, it's blocked.
Oh, baby, what a block by McCarthy. Oh, baby, that was Gonchar moving in. McCarthy went down, and that was a rocket that was blocked. That's Sandy McCarthy back-checking. Watch what he does when he sees Gonchar move in from the point. Sees it, goes, oh, I better block this one. And he does. Where'd the puck go? Oh. Where is, oh!
Hey, there it is. Souvenir.
There's the speed, Sam.
Malhotra and Messier, 2-on-1 develops. Malhotra couldn't make the pass as Gonchar slid across.
Yeah, I think Manny, if he would have hit Messier in the neutral zone right at the blue line, Messier would have had a breakaway. That's all part of Manny growing up, learning to play. And what a hit he just threw there.
John, we were talking to Coach Ron Lowe, rather to Mark Messier today, about Manny playing on the line. He's really excited about
Look
it.
at the speed, how they just zoom out of the zone. The Dvorak, too. Offside.
Offside whistle.
And Manny, when he missed with a 2-on-1 there, went across the ice and threw a big hit into Cote.
And Mark's very supportive of Manny. He wants him to learn with him.
So listen, if he makes a mistake, let's just keep on going. Learn, and get confidence. You know, watch Malhotra take the puck here, and if he hits Messier now, Messier's in. Instead, he tried to draw the defenseman wide, but Gonchar went down. And Manny lost the puck, but as the puck was moved around the boards, Malhotra moved right. He just keeps skating, and he takes the angle away. See the angle? He cuts Cote off. Now, wham! He moves in and takes the body. Watch this. How about that?
Do what you do best.
It's all about angles. He played a perfect angle to get across, and he skates so darn well.
He's big, strong, and fast. Well, good shot by Nicolishin, stopped by McLean and cleared out quickly. 8:35 to go, third period. Johansson back. One thing about these Caps, you don't count them out. They were down 5-2 to the Ottawa Senators and came back and beat them 6-5, one of their big wins of the season.
Watch that game. That was really special against a very good hockey club.
Kamensky moving across with Nedved. The shot blocked by Brendan Witt. Nicolishin. Ollie Johansson.
Billington quietly has played well in goal.
Yes, he has. Made a huge save on Kamensky earlier in the third. Shot deflected to the corner. Kamensky's got the puck.
Rangers getting a lot of shots blocked.
Johansson almost gave it away to Kamensky. Witt clears it down the ice, but this will be an icing. Lefebvre back, touches up. 7:46 remaining in the third.
Remember that shift we showed with Malhotra after the body check? He went off the ice. And Ted Green was working with him. There's Ted in behind. As the coaches continue, even though the season, as far as the playoffs go, is evaporated. Look at the chat here. Ted Green's talking to both Ted Green and Messier listening on. And now he's pointing to the end of the ice where the Rangers zone is. So it's more about making sure where you go in your defensive zone as opposed to, you know, make things happen offensively. Yeah, but the key is to learn at a young age what to do in your own zone. And it's easier as a winger to do that than it is as a centerman in your own zone.
That's one of the thoughts about moving him to the wing, is to take some of the pressure off. That's centered by Halpern all the way through. Gonchar there for the puck. Motto takes over. Moves it up the boards out of the zone. York knocked down by Gonchar. Konowalchuk going wide against Lefebvre. Haven't seen Peter Sprack on for a while. I wonder if his ribs have been bothering him. Motto has taken his spot here with Lefebvre. Lefebvre lost his stick. Tough one-on-one battles. Backhander by Dahlin was blocked. The scramble on the puck pops loose. Graves able to clear the zone.
All right, McCarthy got clipped up high, but seems to be all right.
Dahlin comes right back in against Pilon. Now it's Halpern throwing it out front. Messier there to intercept. Here comes Dvorak against Calle Johansson. Malhotra goes to the net. Dvorak. And it was broken up. Good play by Brendan Witt. Back the other way, Trevor Linden. Linden against Pilon. Shot by Witt. Blocked. That shot stopped at the goal line. Stopped at the goal line. McLean got a piece and then it was cleared aside.
McLean and Dvorak.
That puck was heading across the line, and Dvorak got there just in time. Messier. Dvorak shoots wide.
Rangers changing, and they need to change their forwards. They're exhausted.
6 minutes remaining. Oates intercepted by Janssen. Janssen carries out. Janssen gets it back, and he's checked by Gonchar. Gonchar's been all over the ice. Shot by Nedved went wide. Cote's got the puck. Pressured by Kamensky. Gonchar swings it around for Oates. Fans have been into this game. It's been a real active, exciting game. A lot of stuff happening. Alave Savage. Kamensky chips it in the cap zone. Pass was across 2 lines. 5:25 to go. Third period.
Here's the play in front where the puck hits the glove and then the stick. Oh, goodness. That thing was going in. You're right. That was going off Kirk McLean's glove and then Dvorak's stick where it would have been in. There's 1, 2. Oh, that didn't even hit the blade. That hit the heel of the shaft.
What a play.
Here's McCarthy getting a stick across the side of the face. And that was an accident. It's clear the defenseman was in there. Washington throwing their D up all the time.
Right now they have 4 forwards on. Bondra is out at the right point in an even strength situation. 5:26 remaining.
It's not a bad thought. Why not? He's one of the hottest scorers in the league, but he's been quiet so far in this game.
Cote fires in. Slowed down by McLean. Rangers with a 5-3 lead. No goals scored here in the third. Kamensky stopped by Cote.
Rangers have to win those battles when it comes time to move the puck out of the zone.
Here's Joe Sacco centering. Save McLean. Great save.
That was on Bondra, I think, Sam.
Balon. Nedved.
Boy, these
taken back by Whitfield.
These Caps know how to come back. They're sending people up. I mean, Cote made a good play to keep the play alive, getting the puck away from Kamensky, and then Bondra moved in for the scoring chance. That was a huge save.
Send in. Peter Sprech is on, so Wamo is rotating 7 defensemen here in the third period. McCarthy spun down by Nicolishin. 4:25 to go in the third. Rangers with a 2-goal lead. York along the boards. Now McCarthy comes over to help out. Out of the zone, but Sprech takes over. Sprech with a good pass. York dumps it in. Graves. Checked by Gonchar.
What do you mean by on the whistle?
By York was blocked by
Seriously,
Nicolishin. Out in center, Lefebvre bangs it off the boards to York. Rangers change. Caps regain possession. Sprech coming back. Malhotra. Long shot by Johansson, knocked down. Dahlin's pass is blocked by Sprech. Dahlin around the net. Dahlin moves out and shoots high off the glass. Dvorak takes a hit from Dahlin. And Janssen able to move it out of the zone. Malhotra fakes the shot. Pass deflects to Dvorak. He shoots and it's deflected up into the crowd. 3:19 remaining. We've got an update at the MSG Sports Desk. Let's go to Joey Waller.
And gentlemen, 6 spring errors by second baseman Chuck Knobloch, so he is being moved to left field. Michael Kay and Susan Waldman with more on Sports Desk after the game.
Chuck, what's happened to the throwing arm? Come on. Oh, easy for you to say. I feel sorry for the guy. I do. Mentally, my goodness, he needs a good shrink. Look at Bondra. He moved in. And did he make a nice play getting to the net here? He's reading, gone. And he gets the puck, and a great big save, the best save of the game for Kirk McLean.
Messier had his stick taken out of his hands. Appeal to the referee. Here's Dvorak moving in, and it's stopped by Billington.
See, Dvorak challenged Bondra there. Bondra was playing defense on the play, and Dvorak was around him. But Bondra was able to reach back with his stick and make a good play to get the puck to his goaltender.
Following the conclusion of tonight's game, it's the GMC post-game report. Comments from the head coach and players in the locker room. Al Trautwig will anchor it. Hope you'll stay tuned. We'll probably hear more from Stan Fischler.
About Chuck Knobloch?
Chuck Knobloch. Maybe he'll talk about Tiki Barber's at the game tonight. Giants re-signed Tiki. Good job.
Messier goes against Oates. They have all game long.
Around the boards.
Baseball, football,
everything going on.
Hockey, baseball caps.
It's a sports fest.
Hats.
Offside. 2:49 to go. Third period. Budweiser salutes America's designated drivers. We all make a difference.
Okay. Manny Malhotra, left wing. I think he's played a great game with the Messier line. However, on the odd man rushes, and they've had a ton of them. When Jerry Dineen, the Rangers video coach, breaks down the tape, right? This line, it's got to be 6, 7, 8 odd man rushes, whether it be 3-on-2, 2-on-1s. I'd just like to see Manny make that pass a little bit earlier. Just a little bit earlier, which springs people even quicker. But he'll learn, and he'll get it going through practice. And he's played well. See, Mark, almost every shift, they finish a shift, they sit beside each other. They chat about it.
2 years ago, he sat next to Wayne Gretzky all season long and learned from a great one. Now he's learning from another great one in Mark Messier.
The great one got a big game tonight, or what?
Ooh, Phoenix at L.A.
That's a huge game.
2-point difference as they play for 8th place in the Western Conference. Phoenix number 8, L.A. number 9.
That's probably pacing. Oh,
I'm surprised he hasn't called you for some advice.
You don't need it from me.
2:20 to go in the third. Rangers have maintained. That's a good sign, John. They have maintained this 2-goal lead under pressure from the Caps.
Yeah, the Caps have put a great deal of pressure on.
Shot by Halpern, saved by McLean.
Save of the game so far, I think, is Kirk McLean making that save on Bondra.
A lead for Nedved. Bouncing puck. He's got it. He's got it.
Oh, baby.
Peter Nedved, a beauty. And the Rangers lead it 6-3.
Late in the game, the puck was bouncing a little bit, but he was patient. Whoever it was that moved the puck to him, and it might have been Kamensky or Halavich, I'm not sure which. But Nedved was patient, got the puck to settle down, went around the goaltender and finished it. Here's the shot by Halpern. Kamensky hustles, gets to the puck and gets it out. Now here's the pass by Halavich. The puck rolling, and Nedved settled it down and then went around, and even though the puck never settled down at all, he was able to finish. Nice to see Kamensky work hard along the boards to move the puck out, and then hard work by Halavich, and a good finish, as you see, by Nedved.
How about that bounce that the puck took just before he controlled it? What a bounce. Nedved, a great job to stay with it. 6-3 Rangers with 1:35 to go.
With 4 straight losses for the Caps. There'll be some questions around about their team, won't there? They've got to turn it around.
They've got to be concerned. This will be the Rangers' first time that they've taken the season series from the Caps since the Stanley Cup year of 93-94. Nedved gets his 29th from Halavich and Kamensky at 18:02. Halavich with a goal and 2 assists in the game.
Washington plays 4, the next 5 on the road. They go into Florida and Tampa Bay, then they go home for a game to Carolina, then they go to Carolina and Detroit.
And Tampa Bay, that second night of back-to-backs, not easy. Tampa Bay has been playing a lot better.
Weeks, the goaltender's been fabulous. Witt and McCarthy started this game getting after each other and have a few words with under a minute to go.
The Oppenheimer Team Contributor Award tonight goes to Radek Dvorak. Oppenheimer Funds is making a $1,000 donation to the Rangers NYR skate charity in Radek's name.
Well, this is, I think, now 6 games on the wing with Mark Messier, now working with Manny Malhotra on the other side. And here's why Manny's there. He skates well. Look at this, Sam. Another one of those. He has taken some great body checks on Caps defensemen in their zone, deep in the Washington zone. Those are crunching hits.
Zubras stopped by McLean. He poke checked it. He fell on top of the puck. Zubras again. 35 seconds to go. 6-3 Rangers. Clee with a shot. Save McLean and no rebound.
He's got that through traffic. McLean was aggressive with his goal stick on Zubras. Made a nice play.
Special thanks to Jack Briganti from Rye, New York. John McCarthy from New Rochelle. Big contributors to the Joe Horvath Memorial Golf Tournament. They joined us here in the booth for the third period.
There's the shot through, and Kirk McLean hangs on. And that was at the Canyon Club in Armonk last summer. Thanks to the guys for coming up.
The man who puts it together is Tommy Horvath, who works so hard for the Rangers.
Great guy.
Does such a great job, great tournament, and a great hockey person. Takeaway and a clear by Motto.
Well, that Nedved goal was a big goal. Prior to that, the big save on Bondra by McLean. And Kirk McLean will get a win, huh?
Yeah. First win since February 28th. Fans on their feet at the Garden. This was a good effort from start to finish.
Well, their first period was their best period of the season, maybe. I don't know if I'm overstating that or not. I don't think so. A lot of the young players played well. The older players too, and the Rangers have a nice 6-3 win. They get rewarded for a well-played game. They played very well in Philadelphia Saturday afternoon, but lost 2-1 due to the goaltending by the Flyers' Czechmonic. But here they got the goalie early, and a good team victory. And this team isn't going to just die down the stretch. They're going to battle, and the young kids are going to get valuable experience. Bocek, Motto,
Look at them.
Malhotra played a terrific game.
Yes, he did.
He really did. And the Rangers' speed, especially in the first period, was really nice to watch.
Kim Janssen, a fine game. Jan Alavic, a goal and 2 assists in the game. Radek Dvorak with a goal and an assist. And let's give credit to the captain as well. Mark Messier with a strong effort, a goal and an assist. There's Manny Malhotra getting some quality playing time.
Yeah, it's one of the 3 stars. Look at that. Messier, too. That whole line, maybe.
And it's a win over a solid team, the Washington Capitals. 3 stars of the game.
Might be the whole line, Sam.
The third star of the game.
Third star, Manny Malhotra.
Nice job. Manny Malhotra had an assist.
They had to have 7 or 8 odd man rushes. Yeah, the whole line. They deserve it. They were very, very good.
Radek Dvorak, goal and an assist.
And the Pied Piper was pretty good.
You know, John, you put good wingers around somebody with speed, like somebody like Messier, suddenly it all comes together. Dvorak, great speed. Malhotra, strength and speed. Messier controls it all.
They had a good, solid hockey game, and it's a real confidence builder. It has to be for Manny Malhotra.
Mark Messier, the #1 star. The line is involved as well. Rangers win it 6-3. We'll be right back.
The Rangers take a 4-1 lead in the first period and make it pay off. 6-3 the final. Mark Messier and his line of Manny Malhotra and Radek Dvorak. Fabulous game. Mark Messier now on a very short list of the all-timers in this game, and the Sprint PCS is the clear alternative to cellular. He is our player of the game here tonight. You had a big smile on your face when you scored that goal.
Yeah, it's well, it's always nice to score anyway, any time of the game, but I guess the point in moving into third place was is pretty special, and just trying to enjoy the games now.
All right, let's talk about the names. I mean, we're going to look at some footage here. Marcel Dionne, Gordie Howe, and this is right. And this is your goal here. What do you remember about it?
Just 2-0 or 2-2 here with Devo, and he's always got good speed. Just trying to get him the puck and just seem to hit it just as it hit the ice.
Do you partly wish that maybe this pairing had been made a while ago? I mean, because it really looks as though the two of you are on the same wavelength.
Oh, I don't think so. I think Peter and the Czech line played great for us all year. I think at this point here, we're just trying to get everybody involved in the game that we can. You know, Manny's playing great on their left side now, and some of the young kids on defense. So I think right now it's just trying to get everybody, all the young guys involved, and play the hardest, the best we can.
You talked to Manny a lot during the game. What do you say? What kind of things are you talking about?
Well, I don't want to really fill his head with too much information. I think sometimes you get paralysis from analysis, as they say. So I think it's just good to let him go out there and chase the puck and get after it and play free, not worrying about making mistakes, and know he's going to get back out there. And he just needs to play. He's got all the tools. He's got great strength, good speed, and just needs to play.
Part of you frustrated that this is the level the team can play at, and it hasn't happened?
Well, it just hasn't happened for us consistently enough this year. I think we played excellent hockey at times all year. Just haven't played consistently enough to get ourselves in the playoff spot. But, you know, I've said it along, we've been played hard and played well against the best teams in the league, and just for some reason we just couldn't do it consistently.
You know, we've talked after so many milestones. What about passing Marcel Dionne? What does this rank in importance and how it is for you?
Well, I've never really considered myself a real goal scorer or point getter. You know, it was always my feeling that I just tried to do whatever it took to win on any particular night. So to see myself in having those kinds of numbers is even strange for me, I guess, and also I guess, you know, longevity will put you in some of those positions.
You know, Mark, when you watch this game and you think about next season, you look at all the young guys who look like they're the real deal. It looks like next season could be a really fun season.
Well, that's why it's important never to give in, no matter what's going on. You can always build. You're always trying to get better, no matter what the situation is. For us right now, we're already playing for next year. Guys are playing for jobs. The young guys are getting their experience that we need for next year, and never too late to look ahead.
You know, physically, you look like you had a lot of jump in your step tonight. You looked like you were able to skate really well. You look, you know, with just a couple of weeks left, it looks like you're still really feeling good.
Yeah, I felt pretty good all year. I've had a little tendonitis in my knee at times throughout the year, but overall, you know, I felt pretty strong on the ice. You know, I guess when you have as much time I had off in the summers the last couple of years, gives me a little too much time to work out on the weights. But no, I've felt good, and just really disappointed we haven't had a chance to play in the playoffs again this year.
All right, thanks a lot for your time.
Thank you.
Mark Messier, the captain. He's number 3 on the all-time list. Rangers win it 6-3. We'll be back as Joey Waller's at the MSG Sports Desk. He'll update you on what's going on elsewhere in sports. There's that smile.
All right, Al, good night for the Rangers. Good night for the Rangers tonight, and the Devils hoping for the same in Calgary, going for number 11 in a row, but right now in the first, Flames leading that one by the score of 1-0. Meanwhile, in college basketball on the women's side tonight, there is shock in Piscataway this evening. Rutgers upset by Southwest Missouri State 60-53. Jackie Stiles, the leading scorer in the country, leading the way for the visitors. Meanwhile, a look at what's coming up on our half-hour edition. Lots of Yankee news, especially the move of Chuck Knobloch to second, plus the hockey and more on Rutgers. More post-game in a moment.